You gotta get money. It don't matter how you get money. As long as you get it. Grind hard, nigga. Grind hard, my nigga. Grind hard, man. You got a 9 to 5 that's working for you. Grind hard. You swiping cars and hit insurance fraud. Grind hard. You say you want a couple of hard and grind hard. You ready to hit them streets and grind hard? Then grind hard. You got a 9 to 5 that's working for you. Grind hard. You swiping cars and hit insurance fraud. Grind hard. What's happening? What's happening with it? Y'all already know what it is. You're tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. Go swipe that card, ho. Yeah, go swipe that card, ho. Your kids have that hard, you better go do that fraud, ho. It's for my little ones who wake up early and grind. That nigga D's Burger King, get your money, little mama. He's a grinder, he's a miner, he sell dope with his mama. His uncle, big mama, he sell dope by his dime. He get the checks, yeah. Me a niggas like the Detroit best friends. We kill niggas. Tonight I'm pulling out the big thing. We going live, bad bitch up on my side, and she work a 9 to 5. You got a 9 to 5 that's working for you, grind hard. You swiping cars and hit insurance fraud, grind hard. You say you want a couple of hard and grind hard. You ready to hit them streets and grind hard? Then grind hard. You got a 9 to 5 that's working for you, grind hard. You swiping cars and hit insurance fraud, grind hard. You say you want a couple of hard and grind hard. Anthony Johnson, what's happening with it? Blessed Two Fish, what's happening with it? Then I put up in that thing like Dreezy Lee in that all red drop cord DVD. Naughty niggas and these bitches got their eyes on me. My living situation alright, cause fuck these bitches. I've been grinding all night, been balling in the gym. Now I'm the locker room hype. Now every bitch in the city wanna kiss my mic. I'm looking good in the city, drinking plain water. You looking bad, my nigga, you better grind harder. And y'all, when y'all come in, hit the like button, smash the like button, jump in the comments, let me know y'all in the building. Yeah, I pay for the verse, but I went hard on it. Put Lucy Boo on the track, and now the world want it. You got a 9 to 5 that's working for you, grind hard. You swiping cars and hit insurance fraud, grind hard. You say you want a couple of hard and grind hard. You ready to hit them streets and grind hard? Bole, what's happening with it? What's good with it? You swiping cars and hit insurance fraud, grind hard. You say you want a couple of hard and grind hard. You ready to hit them streets and grind hard? Then grind hard. DP Rocker, what's happening with it? Salute. Yeah, hell of a show today. Like I said yesterday, we couldn't get it popping because where I was, the internet was acting up. But y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash on the like button. You know, help them send out my notification for me. What's happening with it? Yeah, we got a hell of a show today. A lot to cook on. A whole lot to cook on. Bruce Gas, what's happening with it? The OG, because all he do is smoke gas. Love him down, Gaither. What's happening with it? Salute. What it do? Shit, we got a big fight. I ain't gonna lie. I'm excited about this fight we got coming up this weekend with Joe Smith and Arthur Bitterbeef. That shit finna be fire, y'all. That fight finna be fire. For sure. And that ain't gonna last no 12 rounds. Somebody going in that fight. If you like knockouts, you gonna see one in that fight. Somebody definitely going in that fight. Yeah. What's happening with it? 817. Salute. And yeah, like I said, as y'all come in the building, smash on the like button. Smash the like button as y'all come in the building. My man Kwame East in the building. What's happening with it? Salute. Marvin Banks. Yeah. Yeah, man. But like I said, hit my like button so they send out these notifications, because they don't look like they really trying to send out my notifications like that today. But we got a lot going on in boxing. A lot of shit going on in boxing that we need to talk about, that I've been wanting to talk about. Like I said, I haven't been able to get on here. Yesterday, y'all seen what happened in my live yesterday. Gemini 9, the fight, the Arthur Bitterbeef and Joe Smith, that shit on ESPN. It's on ESPN. And you probably could catch it on ESPN Plus too, for sure. But like I said, I wasn't able to come on yesterday. Well, I was on yesterday, but I couldn't get the show started because the internet where I was messing up. As y'all know, my house burnt down. So, I'm not in my house no more. That shit burnt down. And so while I was doing it, their internet was just trash. So we here today. We ain't gonna have them problems today though. Jim Miller, what's happening with it? Salute. But we got a lot to cook on today for sure. Shit. It looked like that Kambosos and Devin Haney gonna have to run that back. It looked like Devin Haney gonna have to run back that George Kambosos smoke and beat his ass again over there in Australia. You feel me? So, do I want to see that shit? Absolutely not. We want to see Devin Haney versus Tank Davis. We want to see Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. Shit, I'll even take Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia over seeing Kambosos again. You feel me? Ain't nobody trying to see that shit again. But hey, they signed up for it. Like Bill said, they signed up for it. And that's just what it's going to be. They got to do it again. DP Rocket say, who paying for it? Nobody. That's why it's going to be free on ESPN. Just as long as you got ESPN, you're going to be able to see it. But, I mean, bruh, I don't even know, man. I don't know how they – I really don't know how they going to pay George Kambosos $10 million again. You feel me? Because, like you said, who paying for it? Who going to pay him to see him get his ass beat again? Now, he going to have to do a whole lot of selling this fight and selling people on that he going to do a lot better this time. Selling his people in Australia. He going to have to really, really sell this fight because the people in Australia don't want to go out there and spend their money and see him get his ass beat again. They don't want to see that. Bole say he's probably taking a pay cut. I doubt it. I highly doubt he gonna take a pay cut. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to get a cash out anyway. That was his 2 cash out fights. He know after this gonna be all of the pay like that he ever gonna get. You feel me? So he trying to get as much as he can. Lindsay Wade, he say, ain't no Australians finna watch that. Like, why would you want to watch that man get his ass beat like that again? And then the thing about it is, I heard Kambosos got paid like 10 mil and Dev only got paid 3 mil. Hey, so I'll say this, Kambosos earned his ass whooping. He showing the hell earned his ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? In other news, you got Floyd Mayweather. He coming out talking about Andre Ward is willing to fight Jake Paul in the exhibition fight. Now, that don't seem like some shit that Andre Ward would be interested in to me. Andre Ward just don't seem like I could never see Andre Ward in an exhibition match
with no Jake Paul. I just couldn't really see. I couldn't see it. But Floyd Mayweather, you know what I'm saying, peanut head ass, he talking about that Andre Ward is saying that he's willing to do an exhibition match with Jake Paul. Chef Sosa, what's happening with it? John Kramer, what it do? Big Texas ATX, Cletus Smith, Mark Wonderlick, what it do? But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bless two fish. That's what I'm saying. That don't seem like some shit that Andre Ward would do. But you notice how Floyd Mayweather hella vocal about it. So Floyd Mayweather, that type of dude, oh man, you know what I'm saying? He doing it too. He want to put Andre Ward out there on Front Street. Probably some shit that Andre Ward jokingly said to him behind the scenes. Now he trying to put Andre Ward out there on Front Street, like, oh yeah, y'all talking about me, but Andre Ward said he'll do it too. Ward said he'll do it too. Man, I can't see Andre Ward doing no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I really can't. And then you got Floyd Mayweather. He out here acting like he just running shit at PBC, like he running Errol Spence's career. Oh, when in the smart investments I made in my career, bruh, man, that nigga, he annoying as hell. I ain't gonna lie, Floyd is annoying as hell. Now all of a sudden he in control of Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. If you ask him, you feel what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden he in control of Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. He just gotta be a part of some shit. This motherfucker got a whole stable of fighters, and you don't hear him mention none of them. None of them. When last time y'all heard Floyd mention any of his fighters in his stable? So you mean to tell me you got a whole stable of fighters that's signed directly under Mayweather Promotions, and you don't talk about them? But soon as a fight come out that everybody is saying is the biggest fight in boxing, now you got everything to say about that. Now, don't no news come out for that fight unless it come from you or Fight Hype first. And you saying you got to tell Fight Hype, and then Fight Hype is going to relay it to the world. But when was the last time you told Fight Hype to relay some shit that you had for one of your fighters coming up? That's all I'm asking. When was the last time you called Fight Hype and told Fight Hype to promote Richard Hitchison? I'm just asking. Since you just, you know what I'm saying, since all of a sudden you want to be in the mix of everything. When was the last time you actually promoted, not Leonard Ellaby, you, a Gervonta Tank Davis fight? Because last time I checked, you got damn near 30 million Instagram followers, and you don't never post shit about Gervonta Tank Davis's fights on your Instagram. You go down your Instagram, that shit is about you, and the smart investments you made in your career, and I made smart investments in my career, and I was the man, and I was able to make, but you ain't promoted none of them. Other promoters, if I go to Oscar De La, if I go to De La Hoya Pay, all these other promoters, they promoting they fighters. They got some shit about upcoming fights and they fighters. You're the only one that don't say shit about none of your fighters. Donnie Side says, is Richard Hitchison still with TMT? Well, shit, if he ain't, we wouldn't know if he was or if he wasn't. We wouldn't know either way. You feel me? I believe he is. Lindsay Way say, all he talking about is girl collection. I don't even really hear him talking about that shit no more. When, you know, he was at one point in time. But from what I heard, people were saying that shit was trash anyway. Motherfuckers in Vegas wouldn't fucking with no girl collection like that. You know what I'm saying? But see, Mayweather can come out here and he can say anything that he wants. He can pretend like he in control of the fight between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford and all that shit. You know why? Because Al Heyman, you never gonna hear Al Heyman come out and debunk it because he don't talk. Al Haymon ain't never did an interview. You feel me? So this motherfucker Mayweather can come out and do a whole bunch of pretending and lying and shit. He ain't got to worry about nobody calling him out on his bullshit. I just want to know, how are you so involved in Terence Crawford and Errol Spence fight when you ain't involved in your own motherfucking roster? Leonard Ellerbe got to do all the work. So I'm just saying. And we know you was behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying, trying to scoop up Terence Crawford. We know. Bernie already said he was behind the scenes trying to get Terence Crawford to sign with TMT Promotions. But what else did Bernie say? Bernie said, nah, Terence Crawford ain't fucking with Floyd like that. Floyd do a whole, this is what Bernie said. Floyd do a whole lot of bitch shit, and him and Terence Crawford would butt heads. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Bud probably look up to him, but he ain't fucking with him on no business type shit. So is that the hold up? Is Floyd Mayweather holding this shit up, trying to promise Bud shit that he can do for him, and I can do this, and we can get you this type of money, and we can get you these sponsors? You know, because he had to have his big ass motherfucking nose in his motherfucking chia pet beard off in some shit that ain't got nothing to do with him. He just couldn't sit the fuck down and let shit happen the way it's supposed to happen. He had to be involved. And in my smart investments, in my career, bro, we've heard the same story 100 million times. If we got motherfuckers that can say exactly what you gonna say before you say it out your mouth, that means that you need to shut the fuck up and stop saying the same shit over and over and over and over. We know about your smart investments. We know about all of that shit. Like, god damn. Take your ass and lay the fuck down somewhere. The assassin DLJ, what's happening with it? Blessed two fish. Troy Moore says, I wonder if the smart investments he made was PBC. Well, you know, they said, you know what I'm saying, it's been said for a long time that him, Al Haymon are business partners, right? They business partners. But because you business partners, don't mean you got something to do with Errol Spence's career. You heard what EJ said. EJ said this man's name ain't never been on damn one of my checks. Al Haymon signed my checks. Al Haymon name is on my checks. I've never sat down and consulted about anything with a Floyd Mayweather. So how is Floyd Mayweather in control of Errol Spence's career? You feel me? You got to take it from the man himself. But of course, Floyd Mayweather, he couldn't, you know what I'm saying, not be a part of the biggest fight in boxing. Let's rewind. I'm gonna press rewind real quick. I'm gonna rewind. Remember when the biggest fight in boxing was Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder? Y'all walk with me for a minute. Remember when the biggest fight in boxing was Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder? Who was the first fighter that attached themselves with, well, first, remember he tried to shit on Wilder, and then he tried to attach himself to Anthony Joshua and play Anthony Joshua's best friend. Remember, everywhere Anthony Joshua was, you seen Floyd Mayweather. Now, when was the last time, since that fight has fallen out, since ain't nobody really, you know what I'm saying, talking about Wilder and Anthony Joshua on that level no more, when the last time you heard Floyd Mayweather mention Anthony Joshua? I'm just asking. But when Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder was the biggest fight in boxing at the time, Floyd Mayweather's ass was everywhere, right next to Anthony Joshua, flying over to the UK. Him and Anthony Joshua was best friends then. You feel me? That's what I'm saying, man. This dude needs to sit the hell down somewhere. He want to have his big ass nose in everything. Instead of just sitting back, shutting the fuck up and letting these, you know what I'm saying, young guys shine because you had your time to shine. And you still doing your thing. You still doing your exhibition bouts that don't nobody give a damn about. Like, goddamn, bro. Every time it's a big, huge fight, you want to stick your motherfucking nose off in it like you just running shit. Like you just the head nigga in charge of everything. Oh, nothing moves without Floyd Mayweather because of my smart investments. Like, man, shit crazy. Votes UK says Floyd didn't even promote Wilder versus Ortiz 2, and he cut a check of Wilder's money. I don't know about he ain't touching on the Wilder's money, and Wilder will tell you that in a heartbeat. Floyd ain't never touched none of Wilder's money. Floyd can't even come near Wilder. Wilder bat that bitch down like a fly. You know what I'm saying? Floyd, man, he just one of them individuals, man, that just get under your fucking skin. Because you know Floyd is the type of nigga with all the money he have, all the money that he have. Floyd is the type of dude that'll have 8 females laying in the bed with him, 8 women laying in the bed with him, and he'll be laying up talking about another man the whole motherfucking night. Hating on another man. That's the type of dude that Floyd is. He'll have 8 or 9 women laying in the bed with him all at one time. And the whole night, he laying up talking and hating on another nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You Votes UK, Floyd Mayweather Promotions was not the head promoter of Wilder versus Ortiz 2. It was TBG Promotions. It wasn't no Mayweather Promotions. Mayweather Promotions was not the head of Wilder versus Ortiz 2. It was TBG Promotions. Tom Brown, something, whatever that shit stand for. It wasn't the Money Team Promotions. It wasn't Mayweather Promotions. You know what I'm saying? Nah, John Kramer, he gonna do both. Half of the night, he gonna talk about himself and his smart investments, and all them bitches in the bed gonna be like, man, we gotta hear it. God damn. You know what I'm saying? He's paying us. He's paying us $50,000 an hour to lay here, so we ain't got no choice but to hear about his smart investments the whole night. And then the other half of the night is when he get to hating on another nigga. You know what I'm saying? So half of the night, he gonna fucking talk about his smart investments and him and him and him. And then the other half of the night, you know what I'm saying? He gonna talk about another nigga. But, you know what I'm saying? They getting paid $50,000 an hour to lay there with him. So, I mean, shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit. They getting paid good money to hear that shit. Shit, if Mayweather went broke tomorrow, that motherfucker wouldn't know what to do to get a bride. He wouldn't know what to do to get a woman. If Mayweather went broke tomorrow, he wouldn't know what to do or what to say to get a woman. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, man. But y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash on the like button. Y'all smash on the like button. But at the end of the day, all these niggas want to do the Mayweather blueprint. But one thing I do agree with Mayweather on, they want the blueprint of Mayweather, but they don't want to put the work in that pretty boy Floyd Mayweather put in. That's the only thing I can't ride with Floyd on. That motherfucker pretty boy put in a whole bunch of work. And these niggas, these fighters nowadays, they want to skip straight to the money Mayweather. A1 Hoop Zone says, nah, he would know what to say, stutter his way through it, and say he's TBE 50-0. Yeah, and salute to my brother A1 Hoop Zone, Emmanuel H, giving y'all all the hottest basketball updates. You know what I'm saying? And y'all go make sure that y'all go subscribe to A1 Hoop Zone. And my man, Coach, in the building, Riptide Q, Big Troy. You know what I'm saying? AKA Big Troy, Riptide Q. Dundada says, Al Heyman did this to boxing, getting fighters paid for shitty fights. I want fighters to get paid, but damn. Well, I mean, I can't say that you full of shit, but you know, when PBC came on the scene, it was all good just a week ago. When PBC came on the scene, the boxing fan was getting a lot. We was getting a lot. I'm not worried about what they was getting paid. The boxing fan was getting a lot. You feel me? They was getting free fights everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Spike TV, Bounce TV, motherfucking goddamn HGTV, whatever. That shit was everywhere. But just like they do when a new mom and pop's restaurant open up. You know what I'm saying? You getting big ass shrimps, you getting big ass chicken strips. You getting so much food for your buck. You get, man, and you telling everybody about it. Man, this shit fire. Man, they give you so much food. I had enough to take home and eat in the nighttime. Like I had enough for two. You know what I'm saying? And the prices is fire. But then, you know what I'm saying? Everybody start going to that motherfucker, filling that restaurant up. And then what you know? They didn't hike the prices up and they giving you half of what you was getting before. That's what PBC did. You know what I'm saying? Before you knew it, you was coming out your pocket paying for pay-per-view after pay-per-view after pay-per-view, and you wasn't getting the same product that you was getting when they started off. That's how they reeled you in. Hey, DAZN did the same shit. It wasn't just PBC. DAZN did the same shit. Y'all thought you was going to get DAZN for $9.99 a month. Like, oh, shit, DAZN, $9.99 a month. I can't beat that shit. We getting Anthony Joshua and goddamn whoever the fuck he was fighting. We only got to pay $9.99 a month and we getting all these fights. Before you know it, they hiked that bitch up to $20 a month. Then they hiked that bitch up to $120 and you got to pay an annual fee. Now you got to buy pay-per-view and pay the motherfucking fee. Hey, so we ain't going to just talk about PBC like they the only ones. You know what I'm saying? All these motherfuckers think they slick. The only one that really, you know what I'm saying? The only one that really stayed to what they was doing was ESPN and ESPN Plus. But ESPN, with Top Rank, the only one that really stayed to what they true to what they're doing so far is Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? Because you get a lot of big fights on ESPN Plus. That shit only like what? $4.99. That shit only $4.99. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna get everything that they said you was gonna get in the beginning. But they do have the biggest sporting network behind them, ESPN. Disney. You know what I'm saying? That shit ran by Disney. Yeah, B-Dog. You know what I'm saying? They try to come in. Oh, yeah, you paying pay-per-view. We'll never do pay-per-view over here on DAZN. All you got to do is pay $9.99 a month and you're going to get everything. Now, what do you know? What do you know? They did triple the goddamn price on your ass and you got to pay pay-per-view on top of that. Fuck them all, like EJ say. Fuck them all. And y'all hit my like button. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hit my like button. Jose 94, what's happening with it? But yeah, y'all make sure y'all smash the like button if y'all ain't hit the goddamn funky like button. Hit my funky ass like button, please. But 817. I I hear your ass on knockout. 817 come in that motherfucker like a preacher, like he preaching to everybody and shit. Motherfucker 817 when it's turn when it's his time to take the mic, that motherfucker get to preaching to everybody. Oh shit. Man, but so let's talk about real quick, man. Let's talk about Tim Bradley, man. Let's talk about, I want to know what the chat gotta say. So like I said, man, hit the like button. I want to know what the chat gotta say. Tim Bradley, he come out and he said, man, check this out. I don't care. Devin Haney beats Gervonta Tank Davis. He put a whooping on Ryan Garcia. And he beating Lomachenko ass too. Shelton Holmes, what's happening with it? Oh, Polo Sports. Yeah, now I already know, man, they doing me dirty. You know what I'm saying? They doing me dirty. Cassandra Mason, the queen, is in the building. But yeah, let's talk about what Tim Bradley had to say. Devin Haney beats everybody at lightweight. Tank Davis. Ryan Garcia. Motherfucker, he already whooped George Kambosos and Lomachenko. Do y'all agree with what Tim Bradley had to say? B-Dog said might be the truest thing he ever said. Yeah, he said that Haney whoop all of them with a jab. He said he jabbed all of their motherfucking faces off. Skinny Too Litty. He said Tank and Haney 50-50. Dundada say, is it real? He said, is it real love or is he on company time? I'm just like I said, I'm not saying that I agree with him. I'm not saying that I don't agree with him. But one thing I do gotta say is Devin Haney wasn't shit over at ESPN before he signed with ESPN. You feel me? Am I lying or not? Devin Haney, them guys over at ESPN, Devin Haney wasn't shit to them dudes until he signed with ESPN. I'm just saying, y'all got to look deep into it. Now, I'm not saying that Devin Haney can't whoop all of them. And I'm not saying I don't agree with Tim Bradley. And I ain't saying I agree with him. I'm just saying that, you know, if you look into it, Devin Haney wasn't shit to Tim Bradley and none of them other dudes until he signed with ESPN. Boxing matchups with Dwayne Freeman say, I agree with everything except Tank Davis. That's 50-50 fight. My man, Coach say Tim Bradley finally come to the light now that Devin is on ESPN. You feel what I'm saying, though, Coach? Now that Devin is on ESPN, now Devin whoops everybody. But before, Devin wasn't shit. Devin needs to fight somebody. Devin's an email champion. Devin, you know what I'm saying? These dudes be crazy. These dudes funny to me. 817 say they all do some shady shit too. He said too much money and false pride involved. Lil Flex Lewis said Tank is the one. Troy Moore says the way Haney was leaving himself open, not gonna happen. Lindsay said the way he throw a jab to the body, he leave himself open. So I'm gonna say this, right? I'm gonna say this. Yeah, Haney got shit that he do wrong. I've been telling y'all that shit for the longest time. You know what I'm saying? Haney got shit that he does that where he, you know what I'm saying, he loop a lot of his punches. He leave himself open, but he's quick. So he's able to, you know what I'm saying? He's able to cover a lot of his weaknesses up with his athleticism, his reflexes, and his quickness. Shit, Roy Jones did a lot of shit wrong, but Roy Jones was able to, you know, cover a lot of his flaws up with his athleticism and his quickness and all of that. So Yeah, I mean, so you can't. I'm not really finna knock Haney like that, but Tank Davis, let's stop acting like Tank don't do a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Wrong. Also, Tank ain't that hard to motherfucking be hit. So, like I said, like if anybody just tell me one of these guys just walk through the other, I can't feel that. I'm not feeling that. This is a fight that needs to be made because it's a 50-50 fight on paper. Now, whether it's really a 50-50 fight or not, we have to see. We got to see. But on paper, it's definitely a 50-50 fight. Knockout Boxing 86 TV, he said, don't start the Tank slander. So because I said this is a 50-50 fight, and because I said Devin Haney does something wrong, and then, oh, my bad, I said that Tank Davis, he does shit wrong too, and he has flaws too. My bad. I forgot. Tank Davis is God, and Tank Davis, he don't have no flaws in his game. Tank Davis can walk across water. He could dive deep down in the ocean and fight Godzilla and come out without a motherfucking mark on his body. My bad. My bad. Tank Davis is the perfect of all perfect. Tank Davis is God. Like Tank Davis is God. Let me pull like BFTB say. Tank Davis is God. Facts. I'm gonna pull my brother BFTB on y'all. Facts. Oh shit. Hey man, shit. If you ask my brother BFTB says Tank Davis goes up to he said Tank Davis goes up to welterweight and he dominates. He says he knocks out Keith Thurman easy. The Keith Thurman fight is not even hard for Tank Davis. Facts. And then Terence Crawford, he dominates Terence Crawford. He moves up to 147 right now, and he dominates Terence Crawford. Facts. And salute to my brother BFTB. Salute to BFTB. Hey, shit. He put that emphasis. BFTB put that facts behind that shit. Who gonna tell that nigga he wrong? Who gonna tell BFTB he wrong when he emphasized and put that facts in front of that shit, behind that shit, and pause and look at the camera for a whole minute straight? Who gonna tell him he wrong? Get up on that motherfucking panel and tell him he wrong if you want to. Facts. Hey, he looking at motherfucking camera dead ass. You get up there on that podium and tell him he wrong if you want to. Oh shit. Man, y'all hit the like button. For real. Y'all smash on the like button. The coach say Tank will get knocked the fuck out by Thurman and Bud. Man, Tank ain't moving up to no goddamn 147 pounds and doing a goddamn thing. For real. Tank could tell you that himself. Tank was like, when they try to put Thurman on Tank, Tank was like, bruh, y'all want a lot out of me, huh? Like, come on, man. Tank was laughing at that shit. Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop with this shit, man. And then Terence Crawford would beat the dog living shit out of Gervonta Tank Davis. For real. Terence Crawford would beat the tank out of Davis. Oh, shit. I mean, like I said, Tank is a hell of a fighter at 130, 135. Anything above that, like I said, anything above that, Tank ain't fucking with them big dogs at 140 nor 147. But Tank knocked out, Tank stopped Barrios and Keith Thurman couldn't. But, man, that don't mean shit. That don't mean shit. It's a whole bunch of factors behind both. Those are two different fights, and it's a whole bunch of factors behind those fights. Different factors that weighed out. You know what I'm saying? We not just gonna fucking continue to shit on Keith Thurman and just act like this nigga just some fucking garbage. Like I said, I fuck with Tank, and Tank a hell of a fighter, but he ain't going in there stopping no Keith Thurman at 147. Y'all better miss me with that bullshit. Facts. And my nigga BF be cooking though. BF be cooking. That's my guy. That BF is my guy. But BF knew I wasn't fucking with that shit. He knew I wasn't agreeing with that. Mark Nash was having it with it. Ronda Rue Harris, what it do? Johnny Q said, Lil Duval said Tank could beat Canelo. He want to see that fight. Man, bruh. 817. I don't give a damn if Keith Thurman was motherfucking negative 5'7". Tank Davis ain't beating no goddamn Keith Thurman. He's just not. I don't know where y'all getting this shit from. Like, yeah, that's like saying, y'all saying that Tank Davis goes in there and dominates Pacquiao. Like, come on, bro. It ain't happening. But I mean, like I said, I'm glad that y'all have more confidence in Gervonta Tank Davis than he has in himself. Gervonta Tank Davis said that it was crazy when they was trying to put him up against Keith Thurman. Like, he was like, man, y'all just want the most out of me. I'll tell y'all like this, right? I'm going to tell y'all like this, and y'all can use common sense or you can choose not to use common sense. You can use common sense or you can choose not to use common sense. Coach said, Keon, I'm not even entertaining that bullshit. I am because, I mean, you know, fuck it. Fuck it, coach. You can use common sense or you can choose not to use common sense. If Gervonta Tank Davis could really whoop Keith Thurman, don't you think that fight would have been made already? Don't you think that they would have broke their neck to have Keith Thurman move up to 140? I mean, to have Tank Davis move up to 147 and beat Keith Thurman. They would have broke their neck to do that shit. Do you know how big that fight would be? Gervonta Tank Davis versus Keith Thurman. Gervonta Tank Davis coming all the way up from 135, hopping to 147 to fight Keith Thurman. As well as Keith Thurman can sell the fight, and as well as Leonard Ellerbe can sell the fight for Tank telling you a million lies. Y'all don't think that fight would have been made already? Come on, man. Like, stop the bullshit. You motherfuckers that come out and tell you anything to promote a fight for a fighter, for a certain fighter, and y'all gonna run and believe with it. Y'all gonna fucking just run off with that shit. Leonard Ellerbe said that shit to promote. He said it, listen, Leonard Ellerbe said that shit to promote Gervonta Tank Davis at that point in time. Because he knew that niggas was gonna run off with that shit and actually believe that shit. Yes, sir, Mr. Mark Nash, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man, coming in that Cash App supporting the channel. He said 20 people match my donation to support the show. Man, I appreciate you. And if you ain't gonna support like that, at least hit the like button. At least smash the like button. Bro, 817, I don't give a fuck what happened between, you know what I'm saying, that Tank Davis stopped Barrios in the 11th round with a body shot. I don't give a goddamn about that shit, bro. Keith Thurman beat him 12 straight rounds. but it was a 2 different fight. Barrios shouldn't have been at no 140 pounds anyway because he was killing himself to make the weight. Now, I don't want to say that to take nothing away from Gervonta Tank Davis, but you know that, and everybody else knows that. Stop trying to use triangle theories to make your point. Like, come on, man. You trying to use triangle theories. Oh, man, well, such and such did. It's been a whole bunch of shit like that happened. Okay, let's use this triangle theory. Let's use this triangle motherfucking theory then. Since y'all like to do that, well, if you're going to say that, Regis Prograis, he goes up to 147 right now, and he stops Terence Crawford. Facts. Regis Prograis goes up to 147 right now, and he stops Terence Crawford. You know why? According to y'all theory, you know why? Because Regis Prograis, he ran through Ndongo way faster than Terence Crawford did. Facts. Regis Prograis ran through Ndongo way faster than Terence Crawford did. So that means that Regis Prograis, he moves up to 147 and he dominates Terence Crawford. How about that? How about that? Since we want to use those triangle theories, how about that? Also, hold on, I got a better one for y'all. Hold on. You know what? I got one better for y'all. I can't think of his name, but I'm going to pull it up right now. Hold on. Watch, I got an even better one for y'all. Hold on, I got you right now. What right now? Hold on. Bartozon Akhmadov. Let me just say Akhmadov. Akhmadov dominates Tank Davis. You know why? Because Akhmadov beat the dog shit out of Mario Barrios. Had that man fucking eye swole up like how I've seen Rockman's forehead. Right? Akhmadov dominates Tank Davis. And you know why? Because he beat the dog shit out of Mario Barrios worse than Tank Davis did. Go back and look at the fight. Beat the fuck out of Mario Barrios worse than Gervonta Tank Davis did. And Gervonta Tank Davis was losing rounds against Mario Barrios. So if Akhmadov fought Gervonta Tank Davis, he dominates Tank Davis. Facts. If that's where we gonna go, if that's how we want to do it, if that's where y'all want to take this, since y'all want to go with triangle theories. So 817, you says I don't give shit about triangle theories. That's your narrative. So my narrative, right, is some shit that y'all made up, right? When I point out some shit that y'all making up, that's my narrative, right? But it's a fact because you sitting in here saying that Gervonta Tank Davis dominates Keith Thurman and stops Keith Thurman with a body shot. But that's not a narrative? Come on, bro. You got to stop with the bullshit. And you know, you my guy, but y'all got to stop with this bullshit. So, yeah. I mean, come on, man. My man Coach in the building in that super chat, he says, people don't know shit about boxing. There is weight classes for a reason. Not when it comes to Gervonta Tank Davis, or I ain't even going to say Tank Davis. Not when it comes to your favorite fighter. It's no such thing as weight classes. Either your favorite fighter or a fighter you don't like. I'm not saying you said he stops him with a body shot, but if you ain't seen all the people that say that Gervonta Tank Davis stops Keith Thurman with a body shot, you seen it just like I've seen it. 817. Knockout Boxer says, please keep sleeping on Gervonta Tank Davis. He watches your favorites. Well, knockout boxing, I would like for you to tell me who is my favorites. Can he washes Deontay Wilder? Just asking you. Does he wash Errol Spence? I'm just asking you. Matter of fact, you talking about he washes my favorites. Well, the last time I checked, he ain't fought none of them. And the motherfucker been in the weight divisions from 130 to 135 forever. He jumped off the porch. The motherfucker jumped off the porch how long ago? Oh, yeah, 2017 and been a champion since then, and he ain't fought none of them. So I want you to hold your motherfucking breath and see how long you survive holding your breath, waiting for Gervonta Tank Davis to fight all these motherfucking killers. Oh, yeah, Shakur Stevenson. Gervonta Tank Davis wouldn't go nowhere near Shakur Stevenson. Shakur told you, and Gervonta Tank Davis know that him goddamn self. If that was the case, we would have seen Tank Davis fight one of them dudes already. He ain't fought none of them. But I guess you okay with that now. We gonna forget. We got amnesia now. He went back over there with Floyd, right? But you forgave him for that, right? When you said you was gonna get on his helmet for that shit knockout, but everything's all good now. A week ago, right? Knockout. You can type into your motherfucking fingers bleed, right? You can type that he beats Lomachenko and he beats Shakur Stevenson and he beats Devin Haney. You can type that shit into your motherfucking fingers bleed and you can say it into your goddamn fucking lips chap, but it don't mean shit because he ain't fought none of them. It don't mean shit because he ain't fought none of them and he ain't gonna fight none of them no time soon. So if you know more than what Leonard Ellerbe is telling you out of his own goddamn mouth, if you know more than what Leonard Ellerbe is saying out of his own goddamn mouth, well, you know, you might be signing the checks. That's all I'm saying. You might be signing the checks, knockout. If you know more than what Leonard Ellerbe told you out of his own motherfucking mouth. You niggas will go to great lengths to protect and take up for your favorite fighter. I'm not doing that bullshit. Yeah, I think Tank Davis is a hell of a fighter. But to keep talking about, oh man, Tank Davis gonna do this and he gonna do that and Tank Davis this and he that. When he ain't fought none of them motherfuckers, it had a chance because he been a champion since 2017. The only thing I know about Tank Davis is he fighting a whole bunch of motherfucking Rudy Poots, and he's the king of the regular belts. Other than that, but you know, I mean, I'm gonna pretend like knockout. You ain't the one who said along with me that it matters who you fought. Resume matters. Who you fighting matters. But when it comes to Tank Davis, we'll just move the goalpost. We're going to move the goalpost with Knockout Boxing 86 TV. He's fine with moving the goalpost when it comes to Gervonta Tank Davis. I'm just saying. Resume don't matter when it comes to Tank. Hey, but you know, that's my guy. 817 Knockout. You know what I'm saying? They're my brothers. I love my brothers, but they full of shit right now. Cono Loco, salute. And matter of fact, since we doing this, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. Cause I ain't gonna do knockout. I ain't gonna do knockout at 817 like that. I ain't gonna just get off on them. You know what I'm saying? And then just I know they got some bullshit to come to say. I ain't gonna just get off of them like that and, you know, not let them rebuttal. Hey, the motherfucker be mad as hell in the background. Oh, this motherfucker on his panel, he just talking all that shit because can't nobody else say nothing. Hey, look, you ain't never seen 817 grab a link that motherfucking quick. That motherfucking 817 grab that goddamn link quick as fuck.
Bring your ass here. Bring your
what the hell is going on around here, man?
Bring your ass here,
What's going on around these parts, man?
Hey,
great,
that motherfucker,
this great afternoon show you got going, man.
Quick as hell.
The hell going on, man?
What's the hell going on,
knockout? How y'all doing, man? Everybody
good? Quick in the motherfucker, bro. Hey, man, salute to my brothers. Hey, shit, nigga, I'm all for the smoke. What y'all got?
No, I ain't got no smoke for you, bro. Tank ain't signed to Floyd, man.
Bro, Tank
is not. Did you hear Floyd? Did you hear Floyd last interview, bro?
Man, fuck with Floyd, man. Floyd said a whole bunch of shit. If I listen to what Floyd said, Floyd is running goddamn
That's what I'm saying. Floyd said he got Tank for life. He said he got Tank for life. He said Tank signed to a lifetime contract. So what they want me to believe is that Tank Davis, when he didn't have no experience, he didn't know nothing about the boxing business at 21 years old. He was smart enough then not to sign a lifetime contract. But now that he know his worth, now that he know he a star, now that he know the business a little bit better, and he done got GTD promotions off the ground, now all of a sudden he's signing lifetime deals and shit. Bro, they full of shit, bro. Just wait till his next
TMT and Money Brown, you bring your ass up here too and get some, because I know you want some
he ain't
too.
With him, bro. He ain't with him. If he with him, if his next fight say Mayweather Promotions, then I'm gonna be highly disappointed. I'm gonna have to scorch his
next fight say Mayweather Promotions, nigga, I'm taking over knockout boxing 86 TV.
And guess what? I'm gonna let you.
Nigga, I'm taking over knockout boxing 86 TV.
And guess what? I'm gonna let you do it, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna let you do it,
dog. You better hope and pray his next fight don't motherfucking say Mayweather Promotions.
Now, but let me ask you this on some real shit. On some real shit, if his next, let's say Ryan Garcia beat Javier Fortuna, if he is signed to Mayweather Promotions, but his next fight is Ryan Garcia, are you gonna be mad at that? You still gonna criticize that?
Nah. See, you already moving the goalpost.
I'm just asking, bro. I'm just asking.
You moved that bitch already right in front of my face, dog. You see what he did?
I'm just asking, bro. I just want to know where we at. Do we care who he signed to or who he fight?
Next fight is Floyd Mayweather. Okay, let's say this. Let's keep it 100, right?
Like, keep it a fuck with me, bro, because you just want to see him fight good fighters, right?
All jokes aside, we've known that Leonard Ellaby, Gervonta Tank Davis have always wanted the Ryan Garcia fight because Ryan Garcia is a big name that they look at as food, not because they think it's a fucking good matchup for Tank Davis. They think that's somebody that he'll run right through. You dig what I'm saying? They think it's somebody that he'll run right through. That's the only reason they want Ryan Garcia, because they like, okay, well, Ryan Garcia has a big cat, because we heard what Leonard Ellaby said. He doesn't promote Tank Davis for us, right? He like, they boxing fans, they gonna watch him anyway. He promotes Gervonta Tank Davis to the person that don't watch boxing, the superstar, the person that's the casual fan, right? He said it. So it's the same shit when they looking at Ryan Garcia. They like, okay, well, the people that watch Ryan Garcia, the big majority of his fan base are very casual boxing fans. So if we put Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis fight together, that's a fight that's going to explode, and it's going to shoot Gervonta Tank Davis stardom through the roof, because he going to fucking knock Ryan Garcia out cold. He gonna knock his ass out cold. They're not wanting that fight because of the competition. They don't want that fight because of the competition. They want that fight because they look at it as Ryan Garcia's food. Troy, in the background, turn your camera on real quick so I can see who you is. Okay, you good. Yeah, so like I said, it ain't no knock to see, a lot of people think, oh man, he just don't like he just don't like Tank Davis. Man, I think Tank Davis is a hell of a fighter. I even started liking Gervonta Tank Davis even more in the Eastside Cruz fight, because in the fight that people say, oh man, he lost. He ain't lose that fucking fight. He put on a hell of a display of boxing skills against Eastside Cruz, right? Boxed his motherfucking head off, right? And that showed me, okay, Tank, yeah, dude, Tank is, you know what I'm saying? He a motherfucking, yeah. He do got all type of assets to his game, right? But the thing is I am a resume. I want the best to fight the best, and this nigga ain't doing it. I don't like that shit.
But you know they got to build fights.
He jumped, but see, y'all keep letting the nigga off the hook. The nigga jumped off the porch in 2017. He been a champion since 2017. It ain't no excuse at all. None. I know y'all moving the goalposts for him, but if this was that.
I mean, okay, so when you say ain't no excuse, hold on.
If this was Teofimo Lopez,
I'm not saying none of that. I'm not saying nothing against none of that, Key. Hold on, Key. I'm not saying nothing against none of that. All I'm asking is, okay, at this point, we want Gervonta to fight Dev, right? Right? This is what all this. I mean, this is what all this is about, right? Because you want him to fight Dev next, right?
He ain't fucking with
No. Let me clarify, right? This is not for me, right? For me, it's not about that I want him to fight Dev next, right? This is about that I'm on here saying the same shit that I've been saying about Gervonta Tank Davis for 3 years. When this nigga gonna fight one of these top guys at 135?
Top guys like who?
At 130. You know what I'm saying? So this is you've been in the division, you jumped off the porch in 2017. You can't tell me in 5 years that you ain't had a chance to fight none of these niggas.
Well, I'm asking, I guess, is who are we talking about? We talking about Loma and Dev, right?
I'm talking about everybody that's been through 130 to 135. He didn't campaign from 130 to 135 and ain't fought none of these niggas.
Well, I mean, my whole thing in the chat. Okay, we got a different. We want
to see the best fight the best.
I feel you, and we got a different argument. I feel like I want to see fighters fight the best fighters too, right? But here's my thing. This is what I was saying in the chat, right? I've seen this man fight anywhere from 130 to 140 pounds, right? I've seen his ability for him to gain. I mean, he's even fought lower than that, right? And he fought lower than that once at 126 or some shit like that.
I think he started his career at that weight.
Right.
Or had a fight, or had like a fight in the beginning.
A fight, maybe. Right. So I'm just saying, though, we seen him recently go from anywhere from 130 to 140 pounds. I know it's a 7-pound difference, right? I know it. But if he's shown the ability to fight within the 10-pound range, it might be a stretch to get him to 147. I can see him going in there at 145 pounds, maybe. You feel what I'm saying? But Keith Thurman's only 5'7". He's only 5'7". He's not a very tall man. Tank is 5'5". Tank is, I mean, just hear me out. Tank is 5'5". We talking about Keith Thurman here at 5'7". I don't think it's too much of a stretch to possibly see them in the ring. It's not like Gary Russell was when he was calling out Bud and was gonna jump up 20 pounds. You feel what I'm saying? At 5'4", and Bud damn near 5'9", 5'10". You feel what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm just saying, you know, size wise, whatever, it's not that much of a difference. I don't think it's a big far-fetched thing to see that fight.
Keith Thurman is too skilled and too good of a fighter and a boxer overall, all around.
That's your opinion. I don't feel that way, but that's your opinion.
Why, bro? Look at what Keith Thurman has done in his career. And you gonna
bro, I seen Keith Thurman run from Luis Collazo. I seen Riverside Rocky put hands on him. I seen a bunch of motherfuckers put hands on him, bro.
He beat all of them.
Seen him run from Sean Porter. I seen him get up a few rounds on Disney and run. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That nigga's not that great to me. He's good to you, but he's not that fucking great to me. And I feel like they can put hands on it. And it ain't far to think it's a far-fetched fucking fight. He 5'7", the nigga 5'5". He fought a 5'10" nigga before. Goddamn.
saying,
hold
bro.
on, 817.
Yeah.
817. How about this? You so worried about him motherfucking knocking out Keith Thurman when the motherfucker ain't knocked nobody out that was.
I ain't say shit about him knocking out Thurman. Say, look,
how about you
Sean
worried
Porter,
about
hold
him
on.
fighting? How about
Bro,
you worried
Sean
about him
Porter,
fighting
when Sean Porter fought Errol Spence, you had motherfuckers, it's motherfuckers in here now that thought Sean Porter beat Errol Spence, right? If anybody would have said after that fight, put Tank in there with him, somebody would have called you stupid.
Let me say this real quick. My whole thing is you talking about that he stops Keith Thurman, right? But he ain't even fought the top guys at 130.
I did not say he stopped Keith Thurman.
Okay.
I didn't say he stopped him. I said he beat him. More than likely he'll fucking stop him. If I seen Collazo hit him in the stomach and that nigga run, then I say, bro, it's feasible for me to think that if I seen Collazo shit bag him. Fuck you mean?
Hold on.
Keon, you don't think that work both ways though?
No, it don't work both ways because it's about Keith Thurman.
No. Not I mean, as you saying that Tank ain't fought the other people, but are they gonna let Tank fight them now? You know they ain't letting Haney fight Tank, man. You know ESPN not letting that happen.
Not without no 3-fight deal with that network so they can keep the belt.
Hold on. We all got to talk at once. What you mean they not finna let Tank fight Haney?
Okay. So you already know how ESPN has worked since they've been in creation. They matchmakers. You don't think they think Tank is dangerous?
No.
To take them belts from him, he just got the belts. They not going to let them belts go across the street.
Coach, stop.
They're not going to let them belts go across the street.
Coach, stop that, bro. Stop that. You crazy if you don't think ESPN think the Tank is dangerous, bro. Stop.
I never said that. But what I'm telling y'all is this. Once he fucking finished with this contract with Devin Haney don't fucking act like Devin don't want all the smoke.
That's not what we're saying, though.
Fucking smoke.
We ain't talking about it.
We're talking about ESPN, not Devin.
Hold on. They keep putting him in with tomato can after fucking tomato can, and y'all satisfied with that. We criticize Canelo. Hold on, let me finish. They criticize the fuck out of Canelo for the same bullshit, but then when it come to Tank, you don't keep the same fucking.
Ain't nobody. I'm not criticizing Tank. I'm not criticizing Dale. I know Tank need to fight better competition.
Kambosos had all these belts. We're gonna act like him and Isaac Cruz not on the same level. That's what we're doing now.
What?
We acting like George Kambosos and Isaac Cruz ain't about the same level fighter. That's what we doing.
Hold on. Didn't you pick fucking T.O. to beat him?
Yeah.
He got his fucking ass tore up. So obviously he a much. Devin just showed how fucking good he really is. That's what y'all don't understand about this game.
Dev wasn't leaving himself open though.
Just like
for an experienced fighter.
Was Zab Judah a great fighter? Yes, he fucking was. Was a lot of these fucking fighters that fucking Floyd Mayweather fought, was Canelo a fucking top dog at the time? Yes, he was.
Bro, but he made it. Cool. But what I'm telling you,
hold on,
you didn't answer. You moved the goalposts on me. George Kambosos, and Isaac Pitbull Cruz are about the same level fighter.
Bro,
you know, like if they got in the fight right now, the odds would be damn near even, bro. And you know that. You know too much about boxing not to know that. You know that.
Hold on, this is what I'm saying. Devin, I don't know because they ain't fucking fought. Who the best out of them two motherfuckers? And nor do I give a fuck. The point is what I'm trying to tell y'all is this. When Devin got in that fucking ring, just like the same shit that Floyd did, he make it look easy because of his technique and his fucking skills. This is what y'all fail to understand. Devin is willing to fight every one of these motherfuckers, but nobody else want to fucking fight him. And they didn't want to fight him before this shit because they know. Fighters know what they fucking looking at. They know he got fucking top dog skills.
So it's just Tank's decision. It's just Tank and Dale's decision. Ain't got shit to do with Bob. Ain't got shit to do with Al. Ain't got shit to do with nobody else.
I heard that shit.
Okay,
all of this carrying,
but I heard that shit.
These dudes punch a lot fucking harder at fucking at welterweight than fucking Tank do. Tank
right, but coach, that's your stance, right? That's your stance, though, right? It's
knocking out everything.
It's the fighters not wanting to fight each other. It's not the promoters. It's not none of that. Okay, I got you, coach. I got you, coach. Coach, I'm with you. I feel like the best need to fight the best. Fight all the niggas at 135. If you're at 135 at 140, whatever the fuck it is, coach, I'm not going against that. All my argument was with Keith was saying, hey, bro, it ain't a far stretch to see Keith Thurman and Tank in the motherfucking ring. If we seen Gamboa jump up 2 classes to fight Bud Funky ass, we can see Tank go up 1, goddamn me, to fight him. We seen Floyd little bitty ass go up to 1 or try to go up to 154. I mean, goddamn, bro, it ain't a far-fetched thing to see, bro. That's all I was saying. Period.
I know one thing. This is all I got to say about this.
And he ain't knock out Barrios. That nigga ain't knocked out a lot of motherfuckers. Keith Thurman ain't no goddamn world beater.
Is it easier to make 140 than 147? Yes, it's easier to make 147 because Barrios was fucking draining himself. First of all, when you get bigger, you are more likely to be able to take shots better when you're heavier than when you are lighter. This is a fact of boxing. Point blank, period.
But what about the body shot that Keith Thurman couldn't take?
It's too small to get in that fucking with Keith Thurman. And if they make the fight, everybody.
You think he was 140 on fight night?
And y'all gonna lose y'all fucking money. They're not putting him in the fucking ring with no fucking Keith Thurman. It ain't gonna happen, so y'all can just stop talking about this.
Nah, I know why that ain't gonna happen because Keith ain't gonna let it happen. He won't even fight. He won't even fight the motherfuckers that he claimed that he belonged up there with. God damn it. He running from Boots like a motherfucker. He want that 10 million. He want that 15 million.
Y'all don't want
fuck.
But the key,
y'all got faith in
but you can't compare Boots. You can't
y'all
compare
better go find that ponytail and glue it back on his shit.
Yeah, but y'all can't compare no Boots and no damn Tank Davis. I mean, Tank Davis is a shorter guy.
Shut your ass up, money, you little motherfucker. Get on a panel.
Hey, you better buy that boy a bundle. Hey, you better buy that boy a bundle and glue that shit on if you think Keith finna hurt some shit at this point.
Yo, but look, man, y'all say Keith ain't no world beater, but when y'all talk about the heavy lifting that Bud did, you gotta mention. Spence did. You gotta mention the guys that Keith beat him first.
Yes, sir.
When you talk about the heavy lifting, and when you talk about he got hurt. Look, he don't get credit for staying on his feet. Yeah, he got hit with a good shot. He was able to do lateral movement, and those guys couldn't catch him, couldn't stop him.
Boy, he look like shit. Give him credit for that. Rocky.
But why you run from EJ then?
7'5" type shit.
Oh, we don't even EJ. I mean, y'all can't be comparing Tank to EJ though. I mean, like if we talk about Tank and Keith Thurman, like is a way different. And on top of it, Tank ain't had no big fight experience like Keith Thurman to even beat people on a level Keith Thurman beat.
To be real with y'all, as a Tank Davis fan, bro, I don't even know why we talking about Keith Thurman. I don't want to see him fight Keith Thurman, number one. Number two, Keith Thurman done had 3 fights in 5 years, bro. I ain't trying to talk about no goddamn Keith Thurman. I want to see Tank Davis Devin Haney. But what I'm asking for the Devin Haney fans and the people that supporting Devin, like, ain't Kambosos' team came out and said that he want his rematch? So why Devin got Tank and Loma name in his mouth? If Kambosos and saying they want a rematch, if he already got
on top of the mountain now, he on top of the mountain now. He want everybody to recognize him.
They asked him a
calling
question.
out Tank though.
This is what they asked him
for promotion.
They said, "What is the 2 fights if you could have right now? What would be the 2 fights that you would take?" This is why he brought it up. So let's keep everything in context.
Let's because I know when he was like, "Yo, where the hell is Loma at? I'm looking for Loma." 5 days later, his fight was announced with Linares. When he was like, "Yo, Rolly Romero had to fall out because of his court situations," I'll step in and I'll fight Tank. I'll take Rolly Romero's place. 5 days later,
we're gonna see if Haney keep that same energy. In 23, one of his 2 fights in 23 got to either be Loma and it got to be Tank. Is that what y'all saying?
No, I'm just saying, Naka, how could you bring that up about Linares when it was clear as day that they wasn't going to allow Haney to fight anyone on ESPN back then when he was trying to fight Loma? That's why they mailed him a belt.
So if you knew they wasn't going to allow nobody to fight him, then didn't he know it? So why he saying their name then?
Yeah, but I mean, if he's asking, but at the time, but if Lomachenko says, but why wouldn't he try to
Crawford? Don't we all Crawford talking shit about Jermell and talking
Yeah,
shit
but why
about
wouldn't he?
when he already.
Yeah, but Buck Crawford, that's not a good example. Buck Crawford and Jermell 2 different weight classes, but they ain't 2 different weight classes, so that's not even a good example. Like Lomachenko was his Lomachenko was his mandatory.
Got a fight that you're working on. Why you talking about other people?
But Lomachenko was his mandatory.
If I already got a fight scheduled and I'm already negotiating with the brother below me, Mark Nash, shout out to him.
Promotion.
But then I'm talking shit about everything boxing. Like, what am I doing, bro? If I know I'm already about to fight Mark Nash.
But that was his mandatory though. Like he got they was duping him out of his mandatory. Like why are we acting like we don't know this?
But who, regardless of who you duping it out with, what you doing, if I know I have a fight. If I know I'm about to fight Coach, and I know I'm in negotiations with him, and it's the final stages, why am I calling out 817?
Bro,
I mean, is this like a technicality? I mean, the dude, he's fighting someone he didn't even want to fight.
Oh, I see. So when it's somebody that we don't rock with, like Ryan Garcia or Bud Crawford, then
here we go. So basically, the guy. Hold on. So what you saying that the guy is? That's bullshit though. Knockout. Because first that's bullshit. Because first of all, I rock with Tank. Him, Deontay Wilder, EJ, the only pay-per-views I really buy at all. Period. That's bullshit. Like, you gotta call a spade a spade. The nigga, like, Tank ain't fought nobody for the motherfuckers be talking about he gonna beat Keith Thurman #1. If we're not gonna stay on that topic, then if we're not gonna stay on that topic, right? Like, he didn't want to fight Linares. From back in the day, Bob Arum had told him when he signed with his own, he told me he signed with the wrong company to fight Loma. So what's wrong with this guy trying to call out and say that he wants to fight the guy that he really wants to fight if he has to fight sloppy seconds because they're making everyone avoid him because of business reasons? What's wrong with that?
But answer this question though.
We don't criticize people anymore when they calling out fighters when they already got a fight made. That's what we on? Is that what we doing?
But answer this question though. All I'm asking though is in 23, if Dev don't either fight Loma or Tank, are we on that same energy?
In 23, yeah, I would say so. I would say so because I couldn't say Tank because we already know that if Tank is still with Mayweather Promotions, it's likely that it may not happen. Because
but he got the belts now. It makes sense. Dev didn't got his name. Dev didn't have his name.
People have belts. See, this is the issue. Hold on. This be the issue. This be the issue.
Both these belts at 130 and 140.
Bro, this be the issue.
And become the WBA regular champion only to get to that point and be like, nah, we just gonna duck the champion.
All I'm saying is this. This be the issue with a lot of black people and not respect the politics, right? Black people normally when they look at that shit, they want to talk about having a nuts drag. Like, look how long it took for the Spence and Bud fight to even happen. Politics matters in boxing. You can look at Jermall Charlo and Canelo. They still ain't fought. Politics matters in boxing. So it's still highly likely. It is still highly likely that he don't fight Tank if the politics and that shit don't match up, and it got nothing to do with money.
Politics matter. Because now I'm hearing politics, but then I'm also hearing.
But I never called Tank a duck. I never called Tank a duck, so I don't know where that's coming from.
So it's actually more what Kwame said than Coach.
That I agree with.
Know how this shit line up. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't no way. It ain't no way that Tank finna. It ain't no way that Tank finna be able to fight Dev now with one fight deal or nothing like that. He gonna have to do what Dev did and Tank in a position where he don't feel like he should have to. So again, we looking at a Mayweather Pacquiao. We looking at a Bud Earl. We looking at one of them situations. It just is what it is because of the routes that these boys took.
And for the record, I have Tank
Hold on. Because we're gonna have to move on to the main topic. But before we do, real quick, I want to ask 817 what you just said. Who is Gervonta Tank Davis gonna fight? Take Ryan Garcia, you know what I'm saying? Besides Ryan Garcia, who he gonna fight then?
And fam, I was just gonna say, I even think the Ryan Garcia shit need to stop because we know Golden Boy ain't trustworthy. And goddamn, he asked for some ridiculous shit and blame it on somebody else. So,
there's
but
hey, but Ryan, bro. Like, let's just keep it. Mr. Haney is either fighting Kambosos or Bob Arum's gonna make an in-house fight with Loma. Those people gonna be available, bro. So you're not gonna. So
it's saying that let me read this.
Or he gonna fight another, or he gonna end up fighting somebody else. And everybody gonna criticize.
Let me read this super chat. Big Snack Pack said he say Black Jesus do what he want to do. He said, and then he says, did we forget that DHP is his own promoter? Well, now he not because he went Top Rank. He was his own promoter, but now he not. But salute to Big Snack Pack in the building in that super chat. But at the end of the day, I mean, we sitting here all arguing about Tank. But the bottom line is, you take Ryan Garcia off the table, and Tank next 2 fights, who he gonna fight?
It's gonna be some foreign motherfucker with an undefeated record. We don't know.
He ain't got nobody over there. That's why I rest my case the whole time.
Politics.
But I'm saying y'all putting that on Tank like it's just him.
It is on Tank because he was a free agent and he has the ability to go do business with whoever he wants to do business with.
Okay, so but Dev wasn't with who Mayweather Promotion CEO did mess with though. What's the guy name that was singing the little song on the 999?
The difference between Tank and Dev,
what he had to do, and he went above and beyond to do what he had to do to get the best fight. That's it.
But the only reason he had to go above and beyond because he fucked himself in the beginning. He fucked himself in the beginning.
Tank was
trying to promote himself up.
Had he not fucked himself in the beginning, no, he didn't.
Because Tank is a bigger star, bro. Like, if he called your phone, I don't give a damn if he got Mayweather behind him, GTD Promotions, Al Heyman. If Tank Davis called, Bob Arum, Eddie Hearn, whoever he called, they answering that hoe and trying to make the fight. So that I agree with Keon. He can go make fights and he can go get big fights if he really want them. He need to get the hell out from under Leonard Ellaby ass. And then he can go get the smoke that he wants.
Man,
but why would he leave them if they already made him a promotional star, bro? Why would you leave him?
Here's why,
homie. Why he didn't.
Here's why, homie. Here's why he should at least. Because you know who made Floyd Mayweather? Bob Arum. You know who made Manny Pacquiao? Bob Arum. You know who made Oscar De La Hoya? Bob Arum. At some point, you know who made Canelo Alvarez?
He already made.
Okay, so in the sense you're saying that he made Floyd, and Floyd took it to the stratosphere. So you're saying the angle that Floyd worked ain't enough for him to keep.
Hold on, bro. At some point, you get to a point where you don't need promoters anymore, and Tank is there. He is there, bro. So that's why he needed to leave Floyd. He is outgrew needing a promoter. He just need a good manager, a good advisor, and he can go get 2 fight deals and 3 fight deals there and fight.
Hey, but go ahead. Knockout. The only problem is
we got to move on because we gonna.
I'm done. I ain't gonna say nothing else about it.
Yeah, we got to move on because I want to get to this next subject. My man Caddy Slim 501. He says Leonard said Tank asked for Barrios on All Access. That ain't true. Tank never asked for Barrios, and I can tell you that from what I know from behind the scenes. Leonard just said that shit to promote the fight, and that's a fact. But let's move on. Let's move on because I want to talk about this Terence Crawford shit. You know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford, to me, he seems like he's more focused on Jermall Charlo than he is Errol Spence. You got Errol Spence running down Bud Neck, making t-shirts, all type of shit, right? This man and motherfucker got rich off of t-shirts. He done got rich off of t-shirts running down Terence Crawford's neck. Yeah, Mark Nash. Yeah, Mark. Yeah. He done got rich off your boy, you know what I'm saying, before the fight even happened. Mark Nash, he hopped off on that one. He ain't he got back on. So
no. I'm here. I'm just I'm outside walking my daughter around the block. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm listening. You good. So with that being said, all I hear is Bud out here going down motherfucking you know what I'm saying? Jermell Charlo neck. You mad because Errol Spence was off in your motherfucking grill, putting his motherfucking hand in your goddamn forehead, and Jermell Charlo was on the sideline laughing. So instead of going at the man that was poking you all in your motherfucking forehead, you want to turn around and go at his homeboy because he was laughing. You put more energy towards Jermell Charlo than you are Errol Spence. The biggest fight in boxing is Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford, not Terence Crawford versus Jermell Charlo. So what the fuck is you worried about Jermell Charlo for? You know what I'm saying? And then you take it to another level. You call that man pussy. You call him pussy. He a pussy. And I'm gonna keep it 100. I think that Jermell Charlo, a hell of a fighter, and I like what Jermell Charlo is doing at 154, but I am not a huge Jermell Charlo fan like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no huge Jermell Charlo fan. But what is your motherfucking problem with Jermell Charlo? Because he said Errol Spence would beat your ass, was better than you? Oh, my bad. Terence Crawford got the biggest ego in the motherfucking world. He's used to having everybody stroke his motherfucking ego. Go to the Hall of Fame and have everybody say, oh, you this and you this and you this. Dip your motherfucking hand and make a Hall of Fame cast when your career ain't even done. That's what they need to do for your ego. You got the biggest ego in boxing besides motherfucking Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Besides Mayweather. But he got to, why is you so mad in going at Jermell Charlo? Why you hate Jermell Charlo so much? That man ain't really said too much about you. The Crawfords, Crawfords. Is it because he said Crawfords instead of Crawford? I'm just saying, like, bro, he's focusing so much energy calling this man a pussy, right? Now Jermall Charlo said, hey, well, you can feel how you feel, but fuck what my brother talking about. I'll move down to 154 and I'll beat your ass. Well, that's another one. Both of them motherfucking Terence Crawford, hell of a fighter, but he lied a lot because we could just pull up the receipts, all the lies that he done told and contradictions he done done, right? Right? And Jermall Charlo do the same goddamn thing. Ain't that a fucking match? Get them in the ring and see who can fucking lie the best. Because Jermall Charlo ain't moving down to no 154 pounds to fight no Terence Crawford. I don't even know why people taking that shit serious. Like everybody on this fucking panel. No,
why would he even say that though, my G?
Jermall Charlo ain't moving down to 154 to face Terence Crawford. It ain't happening. Jermall Charlo can barely make 160. How the fuck you gonna move back down to 154 when you couldn't make 154 pounds way back in 2016? You were saying that you could. Yo, you got your Troy, cut your mic off in the back. You got, yeah, way back in 2016, he was talking about, I got to move up. He didn't even want to stay at 154 to fight J-Rock, but just because J-Rock was talking so much shit, he stayed and then he moved immediately up. So how the fuck you going to make 154 now? So Jermall Charlo just say a whole bunch of off-the-wall shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't take Jermall Charlo for his word because his word ain't his word. You know what I'm saying? He don't never go by his word. And Terence Crawford, man, I don't know what the fuck going on with him. Why? See, this is the problem. He's so focused on Jermell Charlo, he gonna end up getting fucking his ass beat a lot easier, right? If you picking Errol Spence might beat Terence Bud Crawford easier than what y'all think because he's so focused on Jermell Charlo. You don't see Errol Spence running around here talking about nobody else but Bud Crawford. Errol Spence ain't talking about nobody else but Bud Crawford, knocking on his motherfucking door like he told you he would.
Man, he was trying to fight Canelo though, won't he? And Pacquiao, I thought.
When was the last time you heard Errol Spence say anything about Canelo or Pacquiao?
Bud Protection Committee on the way, goddammit.
I mean, I thought we was having a conversation. Is it a protection or is it a conversation? I'm sorry.
I'm just asking. We having a conversation. When was the last time you heard him say anything about Pacquiao or Canelo?
Shit, I did a story yesterday. They talking about Pacquiao coming back to fight Mayweather, Conor, or Spence.
Errol Spence say anything about Manny Pacquiao or Canelo? That's all I ask.
Fair enough. I don't know the date. It's been a minute. Fair enough.
Only thing he's been doing is
I'm being fair.
I want to fight Bud Crawford and take his belt. That's it. That's what he been saying. He been saying it since he won.
That ain't what he been saying. Like your boy just said, he was saying Pacquiao. He was saying Canelo. He said, I ain't got to fight Terence. I can go up and fight Canelo. But I will say this.
Terence, hold on, Mark Nash. Well, with that being said, around the same time, right? Terence Crawford was saying Manny Pacquiao too. Well, who you want to fight more? Errol Spence or Manny Pacquiao? Oh, well, I want to fight Manny Pacquiao. Well, you want to fight Manny Pacquiao more than you want to fight Errol Spence? Yeah, I've been wanting to fight Pacquiao more. Everybody knows that. That was Terence Bud Crawford's exact words. I actually got the recording in my phone if y'all need me to pull it up.
And what's wrong with that? Everybody wanted Pacquiao, though. Everybody wanted to fight Pacquiao because it's a legacy fight and it's a cash grab, bro.
But Mark Nash, let's talk about right now. Let's stop talking about who said last year. We're talking about right now.
Let's do it.
Hold on. D Luckett say, hold on. D Luckett in that super chat, he say, get the fuck, he said, get the fuck, bro. Bud said if Spence don't want to fight, that's what he will do next. You bugging. I'm bugging. Bro, if you don't get to sit the fuck down somewhere.
To be fair, though, he didn't say that, though, Lucky. He said he wants to fight Jermell Charlo after he fights Spence. So he didn't just say if he can't get the Spence fight. He said that, right. But recently he has said he has been calling out Jermell Charlo and calling him pussy. And I agree with you. Look, this ain't about protecting nobody, homie. Look, I'm not living vicariously through none of these fighters. I don't give a damn about none of that shit. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
Stop with the cap,
the dude. Hey, bro, let me get my bars off, bitch. Let me get these bars off. Let me keep it a buck. At the end of the day, I agree with what you said. Everything boxing. He can't be looking past Errol Spence Jr. That ain't somebody you want to look past. I gotta agree with you on that, but I disagree with you on the part where you said they enshrined his hands to stroke his ego and he's an active fighter. I think that's what got y'all mad. Because that dude is everything he said he was, and all them Hall of Famers and vets, they see it.
Nigga, we don't give a fuck about him getting his hand done.
I ain't even talking to you.
The nigga went out there for photo ops, nigga.
Won't even talking to you, nigga.
Let him cook. Let him cook, A17.
Man, why you gonna let him cat like that, though, bro?
No, I'm just saying. He brought it up.
Let him say what he got to say, A17.
I said it. I already said it. That's what it is, because you bringing that up like they stroking his ego by casting his hands. Maybe they stroking his ego. I mean, maybe they casting his hands because they think he's a walking Hall of Famer. Okay. Now, granted, I think they should have casted Manny Pacquiao hand a long time ago if you're gonna do that
they
shit.
They casting hands for all the undisputed cats, bro. They talk about it.
Let me say
okay, well, that's the big deal.
Let me say this. The reason I say I
didn't see them cast Jermall Charlo. Did they cast Josh Taylor hands? He's undisputed. I missed that if they did. Did they cast Charlo?
I don't even know if he was in the house. Haney? I don't even know if he was in the house, but I know what I heard him talk about. Just capping ass on. Don't nobody give a fuck about him getting flaps on his hands, bro. Stop that shit. We too old for that.
Hold on.
Everything Boston mentioned it, bro.
What used to happen when you played with grown folks? You got your ass whooped, right?
Hey, come on, 817. I'm gonna pass it to you.
What are you on, bro? What are you on, bro? I ain't even addressing you, homie.
I'm gonna pass it to you next, right? But let me rebuttal what he said. So you saying that you feel that I'm mad and everybody mad because he was, you know what I'm saying, at the Hall of Fame getting introduced and his hand casted. And
you mentioned it, bro. I'm just using the words you said. Now, if I misinterpret your statement, please clarify. But you said they stroking his ego by casting his hands.
Yeah, let me rebuttal that. Right now, the reason I brought that up is because Bud has, to me, he has a huge ego. You know what I'm saying? One of the reasons he's pissed off at Jermell Charlo is because he has a huge ego. He's used to everybody saying, well, I got Bud and Bud can do this and Bud can do that and Bud can do this. And when somebody goes against that, that shit don't sit right with him. Bud was the one that just got on motherfucking Twitter not too long ago and was trying to make everybody say that he was the best fighter in the world. oh yeah, y'all gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't gonna say it now. Y'all gonna say it. You know, it to me. That's what I'm saying. Bud has a huge ego. Like so him being at that Hall of Fame ceremony and doing all of that, that's just something more to stroke his ego. Like now am I putting that on him? Nah, whatever they did for him out there, that was on him. But I'm just saying he has a huge ego and he needs that type of shit to fucking drive his ego. I see that shit, bro. I mean, that's just him. That's him. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's so mad when motherfuckers say, oh, well, if him or if anybody on his team say anything about Errol Spence, like, man, Errol Spence a good fighter. We think Errol Spence, everybody over there, oh man, fuck him. He a motherfucking drunk. He that. They do that shit to stroke Bud ego. Bud is in a fucking small town of goddamn in Nebraska, right? He in what is it? Fucking Omaha, Nebraska, a small town of Omaha, Nebraska, where he's used to being that dude. The only one in that whole fucking city that anybody talk about. Everything is Bud. Ever since the amateurs. Bud. So he's used to that shit. So when somebody goes against that shit, he ain't feeling that shit. That's why, to me, that's why he going at Jermall Charlo so bad. That's why he going at Jermell, because, I mean, you really don't hear fighters really say that, oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I got Errol Spence. Errol Spence going to beat the shit out of Bud. You really don't hear too many fighters saying that shit. But the one fighter that really is vocal and said that shit, he felt some type of way about it. I think it fucked with his ego. That's just my opinion.
What I want to know is, why has his energy changed since the opportunity for the fight to really happen? He ain't keeping the same energy that he had when EJ had somebody lined up to fight, and he knew he couldn't fight him then. He was talking down. He was all in the ocean looking for him, had something to say. Now that the fight can be made, ain't nobody or his team having nothing to say.
Let 817 go, because we're going to go in order, all right? So we're going to get the order right. So I'm done. I didn't say what I had to say, right? So I'm going to let 817 go. Now I'm going to pass it to Knockout. Then we're going to go to you, all right? So we're going to go in the order. So go ahead, go ahead, 817.
Man, say, bro, I mean, we just seen Mel do the same shit. And motherfucking Wilder didn't even say who was gonna win, who was gonna lose. He say, man, this Harrison and Charlo fight gonna be a great one, man. You know, Charlo, he got that smoke, but Tony, that's my boy. He a good boxer. I don't know how it's gonna come out. Mel went to hating on him. Amal went to hating on him like a motherfucker. Hating on him like a motherfucker because he said what he said all in chat. So it's the same motherfucking shit. And all them dudes that you seen him taking pictures with, all them motherfuckers need their ego stroke. All of them the same type of motherfucking personality. Tell me I'm great. You got to tell me I'm great. I know I'm great, but I need motherfuckers to tell me I'm great and pat me on the back too. It was a meeting of the same type of motherfuckers. And you know why he was out there? Because the nigga need the cosigns and backpacks. Because he a B-side nigga. He needs somebody to validate his motherfucking ass. That's why he always asking for respect and not going out there and getting it. And then the one chance he had to go get it, K Diddy took it from him. So keep up the cap, man. Don't nobody give a fuck about him getting his hands plastered. Like, that's some childish ass shit, some ancillary shit to focus on. We don't give a fuck about them plastering his hands, bro. Because at the end of the day, if he break his goddamn leg right now and ain't able to fight nobody no more, they plaster his motherfucking hands and put him in the Hall of Fame for beating Ndongo and a Sean Porter that his daddy waved the towel on. So when he sit in the room amongst the other motherfuckers, he gonna sit at the little boy table. Fuck out of here. He gotta beat somebody to beat some motherfucking body. And he trying to beat somebody out there getting pictures with motherfuckers. And them same niggas, them same motherfuckers, them Hall of Famers, like I said, respect what they did in the ring. But you got to call them on the bullshit when you there. But a lot of these motherfuckers like photo ops and opportunities and stars. So they amazed by a motherfucker so they can sell them some bullshit. I'm not gonna be sold no bullshit. I can separate the two. Floyd great in the ring, but I wouldn't trust him with shit outside of it. Two things can be true at the same motherfucking time. So no, we don't give a fuck about his hands getting plastered. We give a fuck about his hands signing a goddamn contract. Him understanding that he put himself in this motherfucking position to be the B-side. We've been waiting up 5 years for what? 5% or whatever the else it is. We don't give a fuck. Sign that motherfucker so we can get this shit out the way.
Man, look, bro. So first of all, Jermall Charlo, sit your ass down, bro. Like, ain't nobody trying to see you move down to 154. We trying to get you to move up in weight. Or we trying to see you fight Andrade, or we trying to see you fight you know what I'm saying, Benavidez. You too busy telling Benavidez he too goddamn young, he need a vaccine. Andrade don't bring nothing to the table, he horrible and shit. Like, bro, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. And this Texas all day over here, but I gotta keep it all the way 100, bro. Like, dog, don't nobody, like, what the hell are you talking about? You'll move down to 154 to fight Terence Crawford, bro. Like, what? Like, get the hell out of here, you bugging, bro. So that's from the Jermall Charlo side of the shit, bro. Now, as far as Terence Bud Crawford, look, bro, I know he know this, and we all know this. Jermell Charlo already got a fight, bro. The president of the WBO came out and announced that he already got a fight. Him and Tim Tszyu, that deal is done, bro. Why is he caught? Why again, bro? This notion that you got one dude that's telling you to sign a contract that's in your division, that's claiming that they sent you some shit and that you the hold up. I can't get you to type shit about him. I can't get you to tweet nothing about him, but you'll tweet at Jermell Charlo, who already got a fight in a weight class you ain't never fought at in your life. That shit kills me, bro. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. Can I get you to talk some shit and talk about, like, let us know Errol lying? If he ain't sent some shit to you, let me know he lying so we can cook him. Let me know if they lowballing you or something, bro. Like what's going on with you, fam? Why ain't you speaking up on that shit? So that's the issue that I have with that shit. And then this notion that he got or that his fans got. I got a news flash for all y'all, bro. If he don't fight Errol Spence, bro, he's not fighting a PBC fighter, bro. He is not gonna refuse to fight Errol and then think he gonna get a deal to fight Charlo or fight some other people. Like, bro, it's either Errol or your ass is out there in the cold, fam. That's how the shit gonna play out. That's how it's setting up. So this notion that somehow Bud is the one that got Errol back into the corner and shit, like he can't, like Errol is the one that got no place to go. If you take their names out of it, and I tell you, one fighter ain't got no network. He ain't got no promoter. He can't make no offers. He waiting on people to make offers to him. And the other fighter got a network, got a promotional company backing him that can make offers. Who really backed into the goddamn corner, bro? The hell, like, what is wrong with some of y'all people, man? Y'all out here bugging. And as far as the Hall of Fame shit go, man, pick who you pick. All I'm asking is, as a boxing fan and a diehard analysis of this shit and somebody that really, really work hard to deliver content, at least give me a good reason why you picking who you picking. If you tell me you got Bud Crawford because he creative with his combinations, he a great counterpuncher, you think he gonna bring back some good footwork, you think he gonna confuse Errol when he switched to southpaw, or you think he's gonna confuse Errol by staying orthodox more and he gonna land more shots on Errol with his right hand. If you got reasons and shit behind why you picking Bud Crawford, cool, bro. That ain't no problem. But when you come out and you say shit like, oh, I'm picking him because he remind me of me. If you Antonio Tarver, if that's what you start with, bro, I told 817 this yesterday. I turned the shit off on you. I can't listen no more. Cause how the hell does Bud Crawford remind you of yourself? Last I checked, Bud Crawford ain't no goddamn cheater. Number one. Right. Number two, he vastly more talented than you. Always has been. So how he remind you of yourself? I don't want to hear that shit. And then if you Mike Tyson, the great Mike Tyson, my goddamn name is Knockout Boxing, bro. I absolutely thoroughly enjoy watching Mike Tyson fight and watching his highlights and shit. But if you gonna pick somebody, bro, at least do me the decency of picking them and being like, this is why I'm picking them. Don't tell me you picking them because of how they both looked against Sean Porter. You Mike Tyson and you giving me triangle theories and shit, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. And I don't rock with Tim Bradley at all, bro. But I don't even agree with him. And Coach and Key and everybody on this panel know I don't agree with him when it comes to the 135-pound division. But at least when he said he got Devin Haney over everybody, The man said, I like his jab. I like his footwork. I think he'll be able to counterpunch. Those guys are smaller than him. He'll be able to keep them at a distance. He actually gave a reason as to why he got Devin Haney beating all of them. So as far as their opinions, no issue there. Just do me a little bit more solid of letting me know why you picking, who you picking, and make the shit make sense. You should at least be able to do that as a Hall of Fame boxer and a former champion. Now, we want to talk about that same situation, then I'll pass it with people being soft as shit. You got to be some soft-ass dude, because people want to talk about, oh, man, Spence fans just mad because, you know what I'm saying, they picked against him. Well, how about these Bud Crawford fanboys running around this bitch talking about, oh, man, Earl said F them all, bro. He said F the legends. He said F the legends, bro. Earl, yeah, you just going to disrespect all the legends. Ain't nobody trying to hear that soft-ass shit, bro. Nobody want to hear that shit. Who? Since when is it not real for you not to rock with who don't rock with you? They picked against that man, so you picking against me like you ain't with me. So screw you, bro. I'm the same way. Like, why y'all crying and criticizing about that shit? I thought y'all supposed to be real. I thought y'all supposed to have, be solid and shit, bro. Nobody trying to hear that shit. That's what you supposed to do. If you against knockout boxing and you're in the chat, all right. Or you're watching and you're going to go make a video or some shit and you don't rock with me, I don't rock with you either, bro. F you too. And that's how it's supposed to be. So miss me with all this dumb shit y'all talking about. How about this, bro? How about we all push the fight instead of people just trying to be right with their fake ass, false ass narratives and shit? How about we all just try to say that we want the fight and point that shit in the direction that it needs to go, whoever the criticism should be on, and then push for the fight? But I believe some of y'all really don't want the shit like you think, and you ain't as confident as you try to put on. Because y'all know what's coming, bro. But that's all I got, man. I'll pass it to the next.
I'm going to say this, too, before I give it to Coach. This video I got dropping a little bit after this live, if y'all motherfuckers don't hate me now, a lot of y'all finna hate me after this next video. Hey, I'm finna have a lot of motherfuckers real mad after this next video I'm finna drop. And then do two things for me right now. Before I pass it to Coach. Hit my like button, smash on my like button, and go subscribe to G5_game. That brother putting in a lot of work. Go subscribe to G5_game. And while we on it, you just heard Knockout Boxing 86 TV cook right now. That was Knockout cooking. Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Go sub to Knockout Boxing 86 TV because he got a whole lot more of that coming later on tonight. But go ahead, Coach.
Well, my whole thing is I think this fight is already made. They're just waiting to announce it, and everybody getting worked up over nothing. That's what I think. I could care less that Terence Crawford went to the fucking Hall of Fame thing. They bronzed his hands. None of that shit fucking matters to me. I don't care. I know what I saw EJ doing. That motherfucker running them goddamn hills. I know that. He getting ready. And I advise Bud do the same. Get ready. Because this is going to be a war. And may the best man win. I like both of the guys. I like EJ's attitude better. That's why I like EJ. It's not that I don't like Terence Crawford, but I just think that EJ is gonna be too much. He ain't gonna be able to keep pace. I think that both of these guys are great. EJ could get caught coming in and get hurt. So it's just a great fight to have. And I could care less about what a nigga's saying at all. I could give a fuck. Just make the fight so we can see this shit. That's all I want. I don't care. Nigga can go to fucking Jupiter if he want to and do whatever the fuck he want. So long as that contract is signed and all of this shit, and somebody gonna be mad. All these motherfuckers on YouTube, all of these channels, somebody gonna be mad and somebody gonna be happy. That's it. They might be right, and whoever got fucking Errol might be right. I don't give a fuck. I just want the fight. I want to see these two motherfucking warriors get up in there and may the best man win, bro. All of this shit that we talking about, I understand is making content and all of this shit. I could care less if he talking about fucking Jermall Charlo. I could give a fuck less. All I know is he better get his ass ready. And Knockout, you made a good point. He not gonna get no fucking fight. If he don't fight EJ, you're not fucking with no more PBC fighters. It ain't gonna happen. Because Al Heyman will hold a fucking grudge. I promise you. He not gonna let you fight nobody else on the fucking PBC. It ain't gonna happen. So I think this shit is already done. They know when they gonna announce it and all of this shit. I think we fucking just fucking finding bullshit. Cause I could kill, like I said, I can give a fuck. I could give a fuck less. Just make the fight, announce this shit so everybody can talk about who gonna win, who gonna lose. Nobody ducking nobody. The fucking fight is made. All we got to do is watch these two fucking warriors put them fucking gloves on and beat the shit out of each other. That's it. That's all I got to say, bro.
Coach sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, all right. Go ahead.
Well, my whole thing was to the caller that left from earlier, talking about Pacquiao and Canelo, who wouldn't want to fight those guys to have those wins on their legacy. You know, that's what you're supposed to do, chase those names so your legacy live on after you. But my thing with Spence is when with the Hall of Famer Tony, when have you ever seen Earl even give you a semblance of being knocked out or being dropped for you to think that Crawford can come and knock Earl out in 6? Like, that's not gonna happen. That man survived a car crash going at, you know, whatever speed he was going, getting launched out of it, hitting concrete, and didn't break a bone. He's known for breaking bones, bro. So I don't see that happening. You're not supposed to drop him. That's for one. I don't care if you hit him flush, like my man did. He hit him flush and he smiled at him. And my whole thing with EJ, what I see about him is if you've talked any kind of mess to him, if you talk down or whatever, he gonna punish you. If you try to press him and hurt him, then he gonna break you. That's what I know about him, bro. So I just don't see Bud gonna have to get on the training wheels and run around the ring and try to make it a boxing match because EJ coming to crush him because his team didn't talk too much. He didn't talk too much. And once he tried to fight to get up on the scorecards, that's when EJ gonna break him. So we gonna see.
Can I reply real quick? Let me say something. What I took from what James Toney said was he said Spence is a hell of a fighter. He just don't think he's on that level yet. And a lot of guys, when I hear them pick Bud over Spence, it's just they think he has more tools in the toolbox. They seen him fight going backwards, forwards. He can fight inside. He has the mid range. He has the lateral movement, the switch hitting. I don't think nobody just saying, "Oh, I'm picking him because XYZ," or they just discounting the man. You don't have to knock the guy out or knock him down. And we did see Spence get hurt. That technically the ropes held him up when Ugas hit him, bro. That should have been counted a knockdown. We seen him get hurt with Latarde. That shit is not asinine though, because Spence still won those fights. But my thing is, I feel like no matter what happens at this point, and I like I don't know the brother's name. I think that's Coach right here, the purple and gold under everything boxing. I'm gonna say this: he hit it right on the head. This shit probably already made. I just want to see the fight. Unfortunately, I feel like it's gonna be built-in excuses on both sides, no matter what happens. If Bud loses, the Bud fans will probably say, "Oh, they aged him out." If Spence loses, they're gonna say it was the car crash, the retina. So it's almost like what's left, what these guys got left at this point. I want to see the fight no matter what. I'm not making no excuses for nobody. It is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. But I believe it's gonna be some baked-in excuses already on both sides. With that, I'll pass the mic.
Cool. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right, cool, man. So I'm gonna take a whole different avenue. I'm gonna start with where Keon started off. Bud Crawford's a fucking hater. That's why he talked about Jermell Charlo, because his ego is fragile, and that's why he always going on Twitter talking about y'all go, I'm the best, or y'all gonna crown me the best, and all this stuff. Real confidence. Like when you a leader or you're the best, other people tell you that. And he got enough of these old heads telling him that, but it's like he needs to validate it to himself for some reason. And I feel like he knows in his heart. I mean, besides Sean Porter, we just keep it 100. He know in his heart in 39 fights, and we can say in the history of them having some type of pound for pound perspective, he got the worst resume in the history of boxing for anyone who's been number one pound for pound for this long. It's just a fact, you know, and it's subjective who's pound for pound. So he needs to stop worrying about the Charlos because it's interesting. It's like everyone's if someone's saying Errol Spence is gonna win, they're a cheerleader or they're aerosexual or they're this or that, right? But if someone says he's gonna win, it's all good. And it's like, well, why are you worried about what people are saying when you famous, when you are popular, you know, with inside the sport or whatever? That come with the territory. People are gonna have opinions. I mean, that come with the territory at the end of the day. But on the flip side of that, they just need to get the fight made. And you know what, Mark Nash, I've been on your channel. I respect what you do because I respect people putting in work in entertainment. But don't come in here acting like, you know, it's just like, oh, you just want to see this. You be posting up pictures in between all your skits, Errol Spence kissing what's her name on the cheek and all that shit. So don't act like, you know, you come in here squeaky clean because you part of that shit too.
Motherfucking facts.
Right, you part of that shit too. Right, and so come here like
yo, who is this talking to me?
Just love to the game. Just love to the game.
Okay. Yeah, the motherfuckers know your shtick, Mark. You come in here trying to play clean politician.
No. See, y'all don't know the new
trying to play a clean politician.
Stop,
bro. Like, if this election gets stolen, it's because it was rigged. It's not because I was lost. If the fighters look, if Earl win, people gonna say that Bud got aged out. If Earl lose, it's gonna be because of the car accident and all of that. I'm telling you, if the election, if I lose this election, it was rigged. That's the only reason. I'm gonna say that beforehand to put it on your mind. Man, get your some fake ass politician shit. Anybody that's in the Mark Nash channel or seen that content know what type of shit he on. You can play that shit up in here. He let me play that role, but we know what the fuck.
No. Let's be fair though. I don't know if y'all heard me. I'm on record as saying this. Nah, man. I'm past that though. Listen to me.
I'm not past that. Just like Bud was past the fight. Bud was past the fight too, nigga.
Come on, bro. Let me get my bars off real quick. Let me be fair. I don't know if y'all heard my show recently, the last couple of weeks, as Brandon Washington, as Rob G. These guys, Derek Lincoln, these guys are hardcore Spence fans. I said this a long time ago, but a couple weeks ago, I said, yo, I want to get past this because it's good brothers on both sides of this fight. I hate that it's causing so much division. We only disagree really about this one fight. We don't disagree about life, about fatherhood, about husbandry, about taking care of your kids, like paying your bill. Like, we don't disagree on a lot of shit, but we disagree on this one fight to the point now is we're gonna welcome you to Dallas right when you come here. Like, nah, bro. Now we getting somewhere else with it, homie. Like,
Mark,
and I was like, you know what? I'm past it. So I'm past that, homie. I don't.
It's because Mark, when we have these real conversations, Mark, when we have these real conversations, you'll say some shit like, "Y'all mad because the nigga getting his hands plastered." Mark, man, you're playing with our intelligence, bro.
No, sir.
Like, look, you tell us we're intelligent enough men to be talking about other shit. So we intelligent enough to be fucking talking about this in an intelligent manner, bro.
No, sir.
I'm like Maxine Waters.
Stop it.
Hold on. I'm like Maxine Waters. I'm reclaiming my time. I'm reclaiming my time. I'm reclaiming my time.
The host brought that up. I was reclaiming your time, Kwame.
I'm reclaiming my time, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. But as I was saying, like, you know, it's a great thing that these two young champions is gonna fight. Like Keon, I agree with everything Keon said. Terence Crawford better be focused on Errol Spence. He better be focused on that guy, because you know you don't put the cart before the horse. You talked about Jermall Charlo. Y'all not even in the same weight class, and it is true. We got to keep it 100. See, I've noticed what a lot of these pro butt channels are doing now, right? We talk about Bushido Boxing, we talk about Mark Nash, right? They had a narrative for years that Spence was ducking. Now that they see this shit is different, now they want some different. Now they done changed. They done changed their whole narrative, and now they acting like everything they did for the last 4 years don't matter. Now what I said for the last 2 to 3 weeks matter. But y'all was saying that this guy was scared and he was going to do this and he wasn't going to do that, and the man called this man out. And to be honest, Terence Crawford, I heard people say this, and I didn't agree with it before, but I agree with it now. When he was over at Top Rank, he was like the chihuahua barking behind the motherfucking fence. He had everything to say. No, Spence was this. He didn't want to fight this, that, and the third. Now, as soon as he's free, his energy is completely different. It's different, and y'all got to keep it real. That is different. You're not saying the same shit. He not acting the same way. And I don't know if it's about if the fight is being made or whatever. But ever since it's been a real thing where the fight is actually getting ready to happen, his energy's been different. And we just got to keep it real. I'm not saying that he's scared, but it's easy to talk a lot of shit when you got politics. And listen, you can say all the shit you want to say. And I said this earlier, but politics run boxing, whether we like the shit or we don't like it. The suits run boxing. These fighters do not pay themselves. So he knew that fight wasn't going to happen with Top Rank, and he left Top Rank, right? And I'm not saying he don't want to fight, but something I noticed about Terence Crawford is this. I don't really think he into boxing as much as y'all think he's into boxing. Terence Crawford is into getting a payday. It ain't about him being great and competitive. He's fighting Errol Spence, and to be honest, because he's jealous of him. That's why it's been such a big thing for him, because he's seen this welterweight come into boxing, and he was getting all the notoriety that he felt he should have been getting since he was undisputed. And that's why Bo-Mac always has something negative to say, and they always had something negative to say. And that's why it's always been such a big thing for him to fight Errol Spence, because he's jealous, right? And the reason why he act that way towards Charlo, called him a cheerleader, is because he's jealous. That's what it is. Because let's just be honest, if the dude wanted to be great, why did he take a vacation once he left Top Rank? Bruce Ennis was free. He had no opponent. None. But motherfucker will go fight a Mean Machine, a Khan, a Brook. Anytime look, I get it. Just be honest and say you didn't want the money to get fucked up, or it'd have been too tough of a fight to take. When it was Keith Thurman, right? And Keith Thurman said, hey, I need a couple months, to get back, because I don't want to get in there with a world-class fighter like Terence Crawford. It was like, oh, why he need all this time, right? Then when Keith Thurman gets the fight and says he wants to fight, then he don't want to fight, because they're always looking for a handicap. They're always looking for a handicap with a fighter, with a Kell Brook, with an Amir Khan, with a Benavidez. They're always looking for a handicap where they have the advantage, right? When he showed up to Errol Spence fight, finally when he was under Top Rank, he showed up after his first fight to the car accident to see how he looked. And he saw Earl wasn't his true self, and let's fight next. Of course, that's what he looking for, a handicap. But nah, nigga, now you're gonna have to go get in there like Keon say with the nigga with the shag, and we gonna see what it really is. And I'm not saying the man can't win, because he's a great fighter. I'm not saying that he can't win. It's possible that he could win. He could catch Earl coming in with something. But you know what? Just like 817 said, they could wrap his motherfucking hands and plaster his hands in fucking gold. But if he stopped fighting today, he can't sit at the same table with the rest of the greats that's co-signing him. Because them motherfuckers got legendary fights, and not just one, multiple legendary fights. And at 38-0 or 39-0, whatever it is, and your biggest win was a guy coming up in weight in Gamboa, or you say in Dongo. There's no legend to talk about. The guy has a ton of potential and a ton of skill. But besides that, He got to step into the oven, into the heat. And I love it because when I watch him fight Sean Porter, because a lot of y'all guys, and that's how dumb they sound talking about the Sean Porter fight. We know. I'm gonna short it up. Yeah, I'm gonna close
wrap it up, Kwame, because we got to go to G5.
Okay. A lot of people doing that triangle theory about Sean Porter, the same people that was calling Errol Spence a drunk at the time, say he was undisciplined and all that stuff, and y'all want to go judge that man off of those performances. Okay. Well, I hope Terence Crawford think he's gonna get in there with the same guy who fought Sean Porter. I hope so, because he's gonna get broken if he thinks that's the guy he's going in there. And I'll go ahead and pass it over to G5.
Yeah, ain't gonna be that same dude. G5, it's on you.
Salute my brother Key. Salute to all you guys on the panel, man. With me, I'm a Bud fan. I'm just a bigger EJ fan. It don't have shit to do with me being from Dallas and nothing like that. I just go with a man that, you know what I'm saying, I see that follows up on his word. You know what I'm saying? You know, I seen Bud say one thing, but more so the people around him make it harder for people to want to support Bud because they say a bunch of dumb shit. It's not necessarily Bud saying it, but if you don't check them, you just as guilty. You guilty by association. But you tell people that, and that, he didn't say it, so it don't matter. But let somebody on Earl's team say it. Oh, Earl said it because his team said it. No, bro, they don't keep the same fucking energy. No, it's not. I'm not with that shit, bro. Like, it's okay if you got Bud, you feel like Bud a better fighter all the way around, cool. But don't disrespect him and act like the man ain't got no skills. You don't be a champion and get belts without making no adjustments. What the fuck? What type of boxing you niggas watching? I think a lot of the people, they start trying to caveat and start getting and pushing for Bud because a lot of the people, whether y'all want to believe it or not, was picking Earl to beat Bud. A lot of the masses until they start asking, like Sean Porter, we know he biased as hell anyway. Roy Jones has never liked Earl. Let's keep it 100. And Tarver ain't gonna do nothing but co-sign with what Tony and goddamn Roy say. Simple. I don't give a fuck about what they got to say. Because everybody can say whatever they got to say. Can't nobody get in there and throw them punches for Bud but Bud. I don't give a damn what word them say. Who gives a shit? They just mad because EJ popping. A lot of people mad because EJ was growing and it was becoming bigger and it was bigger and bigger and people respect him in the ring and they respect him as his character as a man. You can't put him in no Mayweather boat. You can't put him in an AB boat. You can't do none of that. So they try to label folks. That's how they try to do our champs. They want to label them as, he one of them like a Mayweather type and shit. No, they can't do that. So they can't do nothing but slander. Like when you roasting somebody and you killing their ass and they ain't got no comeback, what they do? Get disrespectful. Got to go below the belt. Talk about your mama and talk about all this other shit. I don't care what these professionals and Hall of Famers fighters got to say. At the end of the day, it's Earl and Bud. Y'all can pick, he ain't gonna make it 6 rounds. Really? So Jose Benavidez can go 12 until they pretty much the end of the fight, but Earl can't. It's like, if you don't like him, make it logical sense. Don't degrade and be disrespectful and try to shit on a man. He gonna make adjustments. He can't do this and he can't do that. So you mean to tell me he didn't fight Mikey, Danny, Ugas, and Sean all different fights? They was different styles. If you can't see that, then you don't know what the fuck you looking at. But since I seen Bud at 147, I see the same style every time. Using timing, counter-punching ability, and catch their ass with a good shot. Bud does not use an effective jab because he's waiting. He's downloading data, as they say. You know what I'm saying? But you're losing rounds. Then you turn up. But the person that you fighting against can't match your turn up. So you end up getting them and stopping them. You can't do that with somebody that's just as equal as you, bro. Like, y'all got to make that shit make sense. You know what I'm saying? Bud do get cut easy. He got cut with Brook. Like, y'all act like he can't get out of the way of a jab. oh, he's such a great better boxer than Errol. Where's this big gap in the boxing ability that y'all see? Because he goes orthodox to get his jab. I mean, he goes southpaw to get his jab off. He starts off in orthodox and never go back and switch. So if you call that a switch hitter, then I'm not so sure about that. He a fighter that know how to switch. But for us being a switch hitter does it seamlessly and naturally like boots. He does it in transition and it's like water. So y'all try to tell me, oh, he a switch hitter. Bro, he getting him southpaw to get his right hand off. And it's simple as that. So I hope they make the fight. I hope that's what it is. And that's all I got. I don't really give a damn what none of y'all got to say. Y'all can agree with me in the chat. Y'all can don't disagree with me or agree with me. I don't really care because I know what the hell I'm looking at, and I've been at these fights live in action. And if y'all think that Errol was hurt, he was not hurt against Ugas. I'm sitting there looking at it live in action. Yeah, it might have buzzed him.
At him.
Exactly. Smiling, came off the ropes, shook it, told the ref, hey, let's continue. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? And let's go. So, I mean, like, y'all can say whatever y'all want, but, bruh, this man has been head up with concrete, got the eye. It ain't about no excuses. Ain't nobody care about no excuses if Bud win. The better man just won. And some of y'all don't even want this fight. Honestly, that's why y'all try to throw monkey wrenches inside the plan. Oh, yeah. But ain't nobody gonna say nothing about him talking to Maul and Mel. But let Errol start talking to Boots and other people like that. And Errol duck. He trying to fight Boots to duck Bud. That's the narrative that these dick riders pull. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep it 100.
Well, G5. What if Errol? What if Errol got to talking about motherfucking Steven Nelson and shit? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Steven Nelson. And I'll move up and I'll fight Steven Nelson, bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? That's just like him talking about Steven Nelson and shit because he in goddamn Crawford's camp. You know what I'm saying, bro? You need to be focused on Errol Spence.
And I see Errol running hills, training in the gym. I see Bud at the Hall of Fame, speeches and doing all this. That don't mean I'm not saying he's not training. Bud a hell of a fighter. He can win this fight. But what I don't like is that if Bud man fans or meat masters, jockstrap washers, if y'all believe that it's a 50-50 fight, I done heard multiple people say that, right? Well, why is it so hard for you to say that Errol can beat Bud? Bro, it's like pulling teeth with no anesthesia for you to say that Errol can beat Bud. Like, bro, like, if it's 50-50, that means he can beat him. But y'all can't say it. Y'all can't. Y'all refuse. Man, I don't see, ain't no way Errol gonna beat Bud. It's 50-50 fight, but ain't no way Errol gonna beat Bud. Well, how's it a 50-50 fight?
That? Who is saying that?
G5 is saying this.
No, I'm saying, who are these people that you speak of to say Errol can never, there's no way Errol can win this fight?
Boy, Mark, you better start paying attention more to the internet. Man, bro, I'm telling you, it's people, they say it's a 50-50 fight.
He can, though.
Huh?
Ain't nobody said that he can't. Nobody has said that he can't.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
I agree with you.
Bud seems more like he's a leverage knockdown artist. He gonna catch you with leverage. But EJ got some of the best balance in boxing that you're gonna see. So you're not gonna be able to knock him down with no leverage punch. He's not knocking people out cold like EJ did Sean Porter. If you look at them two knockouts, one was a knockout and one was a knockdown.
Troy,
I ain't got much left on mine, and I'll be done.
Let me get a quick second because I want to get these super chats off, and then I'm gonna just let all y'all cook. Because after G5, after he get done, you know what I'm saying, everybody done said what they got to say. So you know what I'm saying, y'all can just go ahead and cook. But Daniel McKenzie in that super chat, salute to you. He said Bud needs a bad guy, and the Charlos make for easy bad guys, especially in the sport of boxing. Deflection, because what he gonna argue with, he said, what is he gonna argue with Spence about on social media? Argument dry as fuck. So he's saying that Bud needs somebody that's a bad guy to, you know, play along on Twitter. But shit, Charlo, he don't even really respond to Bud like that. Charlo ain't even paying attention to that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And Spence, if he come at Spence gonna clap right back at him. You better believe that. Spence gonna clap right back. But salute to Daniel McKenzie in that super chat. And in the Cash App, salute to the Queen Aisha. I thank you for coming through, supporting the channel. Yeah, but you know, hey, he can go with Spence gonna go with you. If you got something to say about him, he gonna clap right back at you. But let me get G5. Let me let you finish up, and then let OTB get in real quick, and then you know what I'm saying everybody could just cook.
Yeah, because I'm waiting.
Yeah,
you know what's coming.
I'm waiting, bro. I'm waiting.
Yes, sir. All right.
Oh yeah, so that ain't too much. Like I done heard that on several channels. I ain't saying that y'all said, you know what I'm saying? But I done heard it several times. Like it's a 50-50 fight, but ain't no way Errol beating Bud. I'm just like, well, you contradicting what you saying of a 50-50 fight. You know what I'm saying? Too many contradictions. And it's like that shit don't make no sense. Oh, he ain't done that. He got 3 damn belts. So he ain't trying to be great. All right. We'll see. Please make this fight. Because a lot of stuff that y'all think gonna happen, that you seen Bud do at 140, he doesn't do at 147. That ain't saying he ain't no good fighter still. But he don't box and move like he did at 140. And some people act like they can't even see that. Like, okay, Bud has changed as a fighter. Oh, you say he ain't the same 140 Bud, that means you shitting on Bud. So many of y'all can't even admit that he don't box and move around the ring like he did at 140. He doesn't. Shit, go look at the tape. He moved, but not like he used to. That's all I got. I don't really even get on these panels like this no more on the Bud and Spence shit. Shit pointless. So
that's big facts. A lot of the shit that you were saying, you know what I'm saying? He's not the same fighter that he was at 140. I think that he more of a knockout artist than he was at 140, at 147, but he don't fight the same. He don't move and try to outbox you, and it's gonna break out into a fight. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
How Bud ego is, that shit finna break out into a fight, and to me, that's one of the main reasons I got EJ winning. But I don't have a problem with nobody saying that Bud wins, because it's a 50-50 type fight. I got EJ winning, but if somebody got Bud winning, I don't have no problem with that. It's just all of the other extra shit that y'all add on to it, you know. But OTB, my man OTB, boxing class 101. School is now in session. Go ahead and cook, and then we gonna just open it up for everybody.
All right, man. Salute the bros, salute the panel, salute the show, this chat, man. Y'all was cooking. I want y'all to know, man, I had to purposely pull over to take care of this. I couldn't take it no more. But okay, man, we got to take into context, you understand, when Roy Jones saying this about Errol Spence, he's saying that Errol is basic. Can't none of us not say that he doesn't have a basic fight style. He's the most almost technically sound boxer, you understand, maybe at that division. So when they say that things that don't impress y'all, they not hating on them. James Toney, this one of the best fighters in the pocket, one of the top 5 fighters in the pocket ever. You understand? So when he say he's not impressed, or he say whatever he may say, it's because Errol has a basic fight style. He pins his fight style off of pressure. That tells you that he doesn't have any defensive purpose, tending you get on his ass. So we all have to be realistic about the context that some of these Hall of Fame fighters look at boxing in. You know what I mean? And that was really all I had, man. Y'all, as far as the fight go and how people see it, I mean, shit, it's always 2 flips of the coin. But as I said, man, it is a 50-50 fight. So you understand, you can lean whatever direction you may tend to lean. But when these Hall of Famers and these former champions speak on boxing, you know what I mean, y'all got to take into context that they look at it with a different lens. You understand? So that was really all I had on it.
Man, this ain't no 50-50 fight. Bud got a punch.
Hell not. How's y'all saying he got a puncher's chance, and y'all fighter?
Roy Jones is masquerading. Roy Jones is masquerading his hate as he trying to be objective. That man ain't picked Errol Spence in 4 goddamn fights. Okay, so I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. Errol Spence wasn't supposed to beat Danny Garcia. He wasn't gonna beat Yordenis Ugas. And then in this most recent pick of him picking Bud Crawford, the man still talking about the goddamn car accident, bro. I'm not trying to hear that shit from Roy Jones. He just acting like he goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Objective and shit. That man ain't being objective, bro.
So what about Errol fight style is impressive besides the pressure?
The work rate. The work rate
is the pressure.
The jab.
Shit.
The ability to catch and counter, parry and counter, pivot,
slip, pull.
So we gonna say we gonna say that he possess ability to catch and counter, but he take power shots. We just seen him take power shots.
Everybody take power shots.
Everybody take power shots, bro. But he also caught and countered a lot of Ugas shit, and he caught and countered a shit ton of Danny Garcia shit.
He catch a lot of jabs, man. Let's be real. He take a lot of right hand.
I'm gonna tell you a lot of stuff he do that people don't notice. See, his style is not basic, and that's what people fail to understand. That's not a basic style because Errol can move around if he want to. He can box if he want to. He can go inside if he want to. And
Coach, it's a front foot dominant style.
Hold on, let me finish. He pins your fucking hands. He sidesteps. He fucking control your head. He go downstairs better than any fighter besides Mike fucking McCallum. He do a lot of shit in the ring that people don't
cut off the ring.
He mirrors you. He don't cut off the ring. That motherfucker mirrors you. He don't let you fucking dance around him and he follow you. He mirrors you. In other words, if you move to your left, he moving to his right. Period.
And let's not talk about his frame game.
Let's
not talk about
y'all.
That framework.
Hold on. All of those are front foot dominant and offensive perspectives. All of those are offensive. None of those are defensive purpose. So when you say that, then no, I'm not going for that, man, because all of those are front foot dominant. Yeah, I mean aspects to boxing. So
but you know what it is?
All of these points that we naming, ain't none of them defensive purpose. You're not saying he's a hell of a counter puncher and he can fight off the front foot.
But you know what it is? I'm gonna tell you why though. This is exactly why though. Because he don't fear none of them guys, man. He don't have to play defense, bro, because he always on offense because he coming to get you. He ain't worried about you hitting him. Every time you hit him or you try to go harder, he gonna go harder and turn up his work rate. He gonna make you stop. He gonna make you think. And he gonna be steady tagging you. He ain't worried about you hitting him.
So even as an Errol Spence fan, you have to admit that it will worry you that he going against one of the best finishers in boxing, and that is his only fight style. Is I'm gonna go in here, take your punch, and lay in mine.
But against what competition is you calling him the best fighter, like one of the best fighters in boxing? Against what competition? He ain't never seen nobody like EJ.
Bro,
he ain't gonna be able to take that jab.
He can box.
He's not gonna be able to take that jab because he can't take a jab. He ain't gonna be able to take that body, bro. He ain't gonna be able to dominate him. Like the only man say Bud get them knockouts, bro, with leverage. He turn you and spin you and try to get you off on leverage and knock you down. EJ's balance is not going to be off like that.
Where are all these different styles that Bud Crawford is fighting in?
I'm telling you, at 147, one style. Timing, counter punching. So he don't use a jab.
Go ahead, just fire.
And then also, with framework, bro. Y'all think it's basic because it's fundamental. Just because it's not flash and dash, that don't mean that makes you a better fighter, bro. Oh, he can move, he can do this, he can do that, bro. If you look at the numbers, Bud get hit more than Earl. Make it make sense. You don't believe me? Go pull it up. Go pull up the numbers. He get hit more than Earl. But Earl is the pressure fighter, though. But Earl ain't got no defense. Bro, a lot of them, everybody gonna get hit, bro. It's about getting hit with flush shots constant, bro. If you in the pocket and you staying in there in the pocket, bro, you gonna take some hits, bro. Everybody gonna take hits.
So you telling me that it ain't no difference between a jab and a right hand if I'm an orthodox fighter? You telling me it ain't no difference between
a jab and a right hand? Bro. It's a difference.
Okay, then. So one fighter taking flash shots, the other fighter taking power shots. Don't talk me to sleep, y'all.
Wait a minute.
He flush too. What are you talking about?
Yeah, where's all these huge power shots coming from?
Man, pull up the percentages defensive, bro. His Bud percentage is worse than Earl's defensively. Come on, bro. So you mean to tell me he better defensively? Come on, bro.
Stanky leg, partner. He got on a stanky leg.
Let me address this real quick, bro. This shit
makes no sense, bro.
Hold on, let me get in on this
flash shot though.
Let me get in on this hit switch shit real quick, OTB. I'm tired of hearing this shit misrepresented like Bud just running around this whole switching. I challenge anybody that is calling Bud Crawford a switch hitter to name me one fight in his last 6 fights where he switched to southpaw and then switched back to orthodox.
Does he finish?
Is he a switch hitter? He does not switch, bro. He starts in orthodox, switches to southpaw, and never switches back. And all these great adjustments and shit that people keep talking. I'm glad I finally got OTB. So OTB, they keep telling me that Bud Crawford got a high ring IQ. They keep telling me about how smart of a fighter he is. Can you explain to the people, if he's such a smart fighter and he got all this ring IQ, how come I ain't seen him start a fight in southpaw since it's his better stance?
Because that's his adjustment. That's his adjustment. Because everybody want to go in there.
Hold on. In between fights, though, wouldn't you go fight Kel? Wouldn't you fight Mean Machine and be like, damn, bro, Mean Machine was competitive as fuck at the beginning of that fight.
Mean Machine was landing his jab. He
was competitive as fuck and landing his jab when I was in orthodox stance. You know what? When I fight Kell Brook, since I was way better at southpaw, maybe I'm gonna start southpaw and see what that's looking like since that's been my better stance. I knock out everybody in that stance that I fight at welterweight. Why ain't he never done that shit, bro?
No, he has. That's not true. He started southpaw against Felix Diaz. If you're a southpaw,
no. I said in his last 6 fights. In his last 6 fights at welterweight.
But none of those guys are southpaws. None of those guys are southpaw. But I study Bud. He played mind games with people. He starts orthodox on purpose, so you try to get his timing that way, and then he switches up on you. So
he's playing mind games in a sport, Kwame. He's playing mind games in a sport.
Well, I mean, that's strategy.
Willing to
fighting in 2 styles.
Willing to get hit. Hold on. Willing to allow yourself to fight. Hold on, bro. Willing to allow yourself fight in a stance that you know is not your best stance and taking the chance of getting hit in a sport where people die in. That's a good strategy.
But he has a lot of confidence, right? So he believes he's just a more superior boxer than most people in both stances.
Do you think that's a smart thing to do?
I can't say it's not smart because he ain't lost yet.
Thank you. Shit, he didn't stop his last 10 goddamn opponents.
I would argue that he would have turned up on Mean Machine sooner.
You can't say
that. Bud Crawford
jabbed against Kell Brook like that.
Sound like haters, man.
That's true, but Bud Crawford doesn't. But see, that happened with Kell Brook because he did the mind game shit. It's like Kell Brook got used to timing him out of orthodox, and then once he went southpaw, he took his jab away. So I'm just saying.
And you ran the risk of Kell Brook throwing a right hand behind that jab and putting your lights out because.
But as soon as his eye got lumped up, he switched up.
All right, you waited on your eye to get lumped up. All right.
I mean, listen. It's not like I want him to use that strategy against Earl, but I guarantee you,
none of y'all say that the strategy wouldn't be successful because Earl take power shots.
Bro, OTB, you keep talking about power shots. Bud do too, bro. Like y'all act like this man defense is miraculous, bro.
You act like,
bro. Yes,
no, that's not cool.
Shots, bro. With right hand.
So when Mean Machine where Mean Machine rocked him, he rocked him with a jab.
Nah, he got him with
the okay. When he got stinky leg. When he got stinky leg by Gamboa, was that by a jab? Bud take more than jabs. He takes more than jabs. The thing that he does, but again, no, he came in with his hands down. But again, the thing is, what you don't want to say, but I'm gonna say is that Bud can't defend a jab. It ain't that he just gets hit with jabs. Bud doesn't do well against jabs. If you watch what Sean Porter fought Bud Crawford, when you watch what Sean Porter fought Bud Crawford, Sean Porter did great, and Bud Crawford don't like a lot of contact either. See, he'd rather be backing up and trying to time you and shit. But when Sean Porter was throwing his jabs, Bud Crawford landed 20 punches in 5 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't do well with jab. But he do get hit with power. He do get hit with power shots too, but that's every fighter. So we not because for a person to be like
well with jabs, but he finished everybody his last
10. Yeah, but you can finish somebody that still doesn't mean you do. Okay. So all right. So did he do all right? So he did well against Kell Brook's jab.
Nah, I ain't saying that.
Did he make an adjustment?
You can't say that he don't do well, and once
he
switch
don't,
up, then he eliminate the problem. He don't eliminate the fight itself.
Bro, if you watch the Porter fight, right? If you watch the Porter fight, right? If Sean Porter,
you got another fight.
Right, but if Sean Porter
also can't do it, be like, hold on. What we also can't do it, be like, well, shit, he knocking everybody out, so he ain't struggling with the jab. So you telling me that because what's the dude name? Because Miguel Burchell went on that great knockout streak, you telling me, oh shit, ain't nothing wrong with his defense because he's knocking everybody out. Like, bro, come on, dog. Let's not do that, bro.
When Sean Porter got caught by Terence Crawford, he put his head down. He put his head down and started swinging overhand like he did, being impatient. And he got time, and Bud is good with that.
Right? He caught him with leverage.
That's his strong suit of his game.
Right, and that's his strong suit. That's his strong suit. But my thing is when he fights someone, because we all know, right? Errol Spence, best weapon is his jab. And on top of it, he's a southpaw. So switching southpaw to negate Errol Spence's jab from an angle is not going to work. And he doesn't defend jabs well when he's orthodox. He doesn't. And Keon and I, we have the same mindset on the fight. He got a lot of ego. We all know when Bud get hit with a shot, he wants to fight. He wants to fight. And his ego is in the fight, and he is going to get drunk. I'm trying to tell you, the fight between Terence Crawford and Errol Spence is going to come down to who is more durable. Because a fight is going to break out. They're going to fight. And Errol Spence, he likes that. That's his world, is having that type of chaotic, high value shit. That's what his world is. And also Terence Crawford's defense. On his back foot. Yeah, but Terence Crawford's defense inside ain't great either. It's actually trash. What he reverts to is his wrestling. He wants to tie you up and try to show you that he's strong and stuff like that. It didn't work with Kelp. When Kelp Brook tried to fight Errol Spence to do that, it didn't work. I'm telling you, it's not going to work. It ain't.
Say that. You can't say that, bro.
Well, we just gotta watch the
hip bone up. That hip bone gonna be
that's just like you said. Errol can't fight on his back foot. He showed you he can.
He can't make nan damn adjustment.
Who?
He gonna keep eating them goddamn right hands. All he gonna do is adjust the pressure.
So Errol don't make no adjustments, bro. That is
I love when
garbage,
they say that,
bro. That is garbage. He can't make no adjustments.
Right, so
that's fucking low. Hold on, okay. Hold up.
Let me say this about the adjustments, just real quick, then I'll shut up, G5. So Errol don't make no adjustments. Can we name another fight before the Ugas fight where his left uppercut was his main weapon? Oh, it got
about it being his main weapon.
Oh, he don't make adjustments though. All right. Whatever y'all say, bro.
That's a pre-fight adjustment. Errol, hold on now.
He did that. No, he did that shit mid-fight. He did that shit.
That's something that you
mid-fight. When he saw Ugas leaning over his front foot about the middle of the second round to the third round, he saw Ugas kept leaning over. He like, oh shit, your ass is wide open for an uppercut. Let me pull this shit out. And the announcers even said so. When have you seen Errol Spence use the uppercut this much? But he don't make adjustments though. All right.
I mean,
count that as an in-fight adjustment.
But OTB, I'm surprised at you because you watch film and it's clear. Like if you watch the Kell Brook fight, you watch to make adjustments because Kell Brook did the same goddamn thing he did to Terence Crawford with countering him over his jab. And Errol Spence made adjustments. He made adjustments to it all.
What was the adjustment he made? What was the adjustment?
I'll tell you. I'll say, go ahead, Coach. I know it, and I can send you the film on it too.
I can tell you.
I know what it is.
He started jabbing him downstairs to the body and getting off the line. He started getting off the line, so he was instead of he'll make him think he's going over the top, and going on, and he was going to try to shoot that jab over that right hand over the top, and EJ was adjusting
to the body.
Also, with Joe Brook was
a very concentrated body approaching. Does EJ not concentrate to the body anyway? Is that not?
But no. But that's not. But that's not. No, it's true. But that's not the only adjustment he made, though.
Consider that an adjustment.
I'm going to tell you what the adjustment.
I'm
just
telling you,
constant
elevator
effort to break
man,
you down.
OTB, bro, OTB, you my brother. You watch film, elevator man, up down. That's adjustment. He blocking the top. Okay, so I'm going to the bottom. He gonna find the opening. Bro, hold on, bro. Adjustments. It's subtle adjustments. Oh, y'all think, he got to do this big ass adjustment that's flashing like Vegas lights. It's subtle shit, bro.
It's not
he don't
the
have
same
to do
level adjustment as coming.
I think what you call an adjustment, bro, is running.
Listen, the adjustment.
The reason you can do that because Bud stay in range all day, bro. Hey, the people though, he's successful because people give Bud time to think. That's why. So he sit back and wait on the counter punch and try to counter punch a motherfucker, waiting because ain't nobody putting no pressure on his ass.
But that work rate gonna be too much.
Nothing that nobody's saying ain't true. But what I'm saying is you can't say that these are the same level of adjustments.
OTB.
One fighter come out in a totally different fight stance.
Against who though? Man, look at ain't nobody able to answer that shit.
Let me say something.
It ain't about moving a goalpost.
OTB.
It ain't about moving no goalpost, bro. You can do some shit against somebody that can't answer the shit back.
Exactly.
Come on, bro. Y'all got me fucked up, bro. Hell no, bro. Y'all act like this nigga is Bud Almighty. This nigga make no goddamn mistakes, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all niggas act like this nigga don't do nothing.
Be realistic.
I am being realistic, bro.
No, you're not,
y'all act like this, bro. What you mean I'm not? You not saying don't make no adjustments? That's blasphemy, bro. Bud to sit back and wait.
Level of adjustment. You can't.
He don't have to do Look at everybody, bro. Look at everybody. Bud got to do this and switch, do this, all this just for EJ. He ain't got to do shit but be himself. That's the better fighter. He got to do all this extra shit for one man, and one man gonna do his one shit and watch what happens. I'll pray this shit here up and happen. Bud ain't had nobody that put that shit right in his face, bro. Put this pressure on him so he can't think.
OTB.
I'm telling y'all, bro, this shit is not gonna be what y'all think it is. I promise it ain't. I promise it ain't. Nigga, I put money on this shit. Y'all think this nigga just for this one punch knockout? Nigga, all TKOs, bro. When else he put somebody to bed? Because y'all say he a one punch knockout artist. That's a knockout artist. KO, sleep.
He a knockdown artist, bro. All he do is knock down on leverage.
Y'all nigga.
G5. Can I say something, nigga?
What?
Okay, OTB, this is what I'm gonna do. The stuff that you see on the stuff that I go when I go to your channel, you be saying some good stuff on your channel. Don't get me wrong. But one day I'm gonna go on your channel and we gonna watch a fight together. And I'm gonna show you different stuff that you probably don't even pay attention to.
Hey, coach.
Just so you'll start just like this. You see Errol do shit, bro. He uses that front hand. He uses that front hand to do a lot of different things. He do a lot of different things to where you can't hit him, but he can hit you. And his rate is high. But it's not just him getting up in there and just punching on you and breaking you down. It's not all he's doing in there. There's a lot of different things that you see Errol Spence do, but it's not because he's not a fighter that's gonna sit there and move around the ring and box and do all and box, but he is boxing because you can't hit him but he can hit you. And he's always his feet are always in position to hit you. If you hit, he's always in position all the time. Like his balance is fucking incredible.
Yeah, coach, because he don't move his fucking head.
That's
you have to have great balance when you plan on eating punches.
That's not true.
So when we seen Errol slip a jab, we never seen him fucking slip no punch. He don't slip shit. He roll a lot.
Not that's not true.
He got no great. He don't have no head movement.
But guess what? Guess where his fucking hands at all the time though?
I agree. He keep his hands up.
His hands is always
he don't have no head movement, which means he'll be there to get hit. We have to be realistic about this.
Hold on, everybody gets hit in a boxing match, and it's not like we haven't seen Terence Crawford get fucking smashed. Come on now, it's a boxing match. But I'm talking about the small things that this guy does that people don't pay attention to. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna win the fight. I'm not saying none of that shit. What I'm saying is to say that he don't make adjustments is not true. I watch
OTB, I think the one thing that you trying to base it on, bro, is the angle of which Terence Crawford throw his punch. That's not making adjustments. That's just an angle that you throw a punch from. Like that's what you trying to base it on.
What do you mean? You gonna tell me that fighting in a totally different fight style is him using the angle? He come out on a totally different front foot than he did the previous round.
I'm gonna come on your channel.
A totally different lead hand.
And
we'll the adjustment that we talking about. So, Coach, when you say Errol does a lot of little things, I agree he does, but we can't put them in the same magnitude that we do a fighter who started off the fight with a totally different lead foot, lead hand.
Well, let me ask you this, OTB. Excuse me, Coach. Excuse me, Coach. Let me ask you this, OTB. So you say magnitude. By way of magnitude, would you say that Terence Crawford's level of opposition has been the same magnitude as Errol Spence level of opposition?
Oh, well, of course not. We all know that. That ain't no secret.
Okay, well, I'm saying if he has to, if he has to do all of that against a lesser level of opposition, what you think he gonna have to do against a guy?
Start this conversation about level of opposition. That ain't not now. That's what I mean when I told Fad don't move the goalpost.
It ain't about moving the goalpost. If you got a weak opposition who can't make adjustment to counter or meet you with fire with fire. Then that's all I'm saying. I ain't say that Bud don't make adjustments. See, that's the thing. I never said he don't do none of that shit.
What is Danny? What is Danny?
Man, this is my last day, man. I'm working this shift, y'all. I got to go back to work. Go ahead, Coach.
What is Danny Garcia's best punch?
Left hook.
The left hook to the body and left hook to the head, right? That shit was totally negated. He totally took that away from him. Totally. Yep. Because he made adjustments. The same thing. He did stuff that Danny Garcia couldn't do that with him. Right? That's his best shots. His left hook, and he goes down to the body. What's Mikey Garcia's best thing? What's his best attributes? Go ahead. Answer me, bro.
Mikey's?
Yes. What's his best attributes?
Mikey just technically sound to me, man.
He a real good counterpuncher too.
He's a real good counterpuncher. And what else? What else does he do that he does to get people out of position the way he can land?
Coach, if we gonna look at resumes and you gonna bring up Mikey Garcia,
hold on. That's not what he's doing though.
He's two damn weight classes.
What I'm doing, listen. I'm not saying all of that. And what I'm saying is I'm just giving examples of what they do. Those guys that Errol Spence has fought.
Coach, we established that Errol knew that he couldn't get hurt by none of these fights.
Mikey's also
when
good.
You use the example of a Mikey Garcia who has
he's also good at feinting his jab to get his right hand off.
Analogy and that you use for Bud.
That's not true. Mikey could hurt him.
The whole argument was that he don't make adjustments like Bud. That was the argument. So what I'm saying is this: when you watch guys that he fight, right, their best attributes, he take it away from them, and with different things. The thing that got Mikey Garcia was because Errol jabbed the fuck out of him all night long, and he kept him busy with it to where he couldn't do shit. That was the only thing that he had to do with Mikey. But I'm talking about just like with Danny Garcia. If Danny Garcia would have caught Errol Spence with one of them hard fucking left hooks, he would have hurt him. The fucking dude can punch. That's a heavy-handed fucking dude. But he took away those attributes, and that's what he's good at. Just like Bud. Bud take away certain attributes from fighters. He take it away from them. Like Sean Porter. All he was doing, and Sean Porter never made an adjustment. Sean Porter would lunge in there, and Bud wasn't doing nothing but check hooking the fuck out of him and turning. All night. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? You gonna make an adjustment and stop doing what you're doing? All night long. Bud Crawford didn't do shit but pivot and check hook Sean Porter all fucking night. Either he went under with the uppercut, or he would hit him with the left hook. Bro, it's different things that these fighters do to take away the best attribute of the fighter that they're fighting. That's what levels are. That's how fighters become on different levels than other fighters. Because the things that good fighters do, great fighters take that shit away from them. That's how boxing is, bro. Now, the question is, can Terence take that fucking jab away from Errol Spence? The question is, can Errol Spence fucking not get hit? Can he get inside on Bud Crawford, or can Bud Crawford maintain distance or hit Errol Spence with some shit that's gonna make him respect what the fuck he's doing? So it's gonna be he's not gonna be able to turn Errol like he did Sean Porter, and the reason why is because Errol always in there with the jab first, and he's on you. So we're gonna see. This is what's gonna happen. And I'm not saying who's gonna win, not doing any of that. What I'm saying is that it's gonna be a high level chess match early, and then a fight is gonna break out. And it's gonna be who got the dog in them, who can fight inside the hardest, who can fucking make subtle adjustments and take away the other fighter's best attributes. That's who's gonna win the fucking fight.
Sounds like it's best fight to be.
It's gonna be a fucking tough ass fight, though. It's gonna be tough for both of them. We'll see.
It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful, man.
That's what the sport's about.
I appreciate y'all having me, man. I'm gonna get back in the chat and listen to you guys. Y'all know way more than me. Thanks.
All right, brother.
Man, great panel. You know what I'm saying? We got, different opinions. We want this fight. We need this fight. Bud need to be focusing on Errol Spence. Fuck what Jermell Charlo doing and saying. Jermell Charlo got his own business to handle, and Bud should have his own business to handle with Errol Spence. So hopefully we get this announcement soon. But like I said, man, once again, a lot of y'all mad. This next video I'm finna drop. A lot of y'all feelings finna be hurt. But man, we had a great show today. And don't forget, we got a great fight coming up this weekend with Joe Smith and Arthur Bitterbeef. It's for the fans. It's for the boxing fans. Somebody going in that fight. Somebody
going to sleep in that fucking fight.
Somebody is going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? But man, and y'all hit the like button. If y'all haven't hit the like button yet, smash on the like button. If y'all have not hit the like button yet. I appreciate everybody. Let me get to my man Truly Israel super chat. He says, boxing, everything, once again, love the platform, but when Errol Spence pressures Terence Crawford is going to fight on the back foot and counter facts. He said he think that Terence Crawford going to fight on the back foot and counter. We got to see, but I think that as the fight goes on, Errol Spence is going to close that distance. And when the fight is inside, Terence Crawford, he holds. And Errol Spence ain't weak. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's not going to be able to hold on to Errol Spence like he do these guys and just wrap and lock their arms. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence is going to be on him. Once Errol Spence gets warmed up, that's why a lot of people saying, oh, man, Terence Crawford going to get him out of there before 5 or 6. Because they're afraid that if Terence Crawford don't get Errol Spence out of there before, within 5 or 6 rounds, it's going to give Errol Spence a time to warm up. And once he warm up and get on your motherfucking ass, might as well call the night over. You might as well call the night over. Because he's not going to get tired. He's not going to stop. You're not going to be able to hurt him like you do everybody else. So like I said, man, if Terence Crawford do have a chance to win this fight, in my opinion, well, he gonna have to do like James Toney and Roy Jones and all the rest of them motherfuckers are saying, is get him up out of there before 6 rounds. Because if it go past that, and that ain't gonna happen. Like, if you ask me, ain't no way in hell he knocking out Errol Spence within 6 rounds. But like I said, if he don't, to me, if it go past that, once it get into the later rounds, Errol Spence, he just gets stronger and stronger. He just gets stronger and stronger. His output is too high for Terence Crawford, and he's not going to give Terence Crawford a time to make these magical adjustments that y'all talking about and to think about what he can do. And he ain't gonna be doing stupid shit like Sean Porter was doing, jumping in with his head all up in the air. Sean Porter, to me, was winning. He was leading on that fight. He was leading that fight. But you know, you can see slowly and slowly, Terence Crawford started picking it up, and he started picking Sean Porter apart because Sean Porter kept doing the same shit over and over. Errol Spence don't have short ass arms like Sean Porter. You ain't got to worry about him jumping in and shit with his head in the air. So it's going to be a totally different fight. And if y'all think that y'all going to see the same Errol Spence that y'all saw in the Sean Porter fight, which was a shell of himself, if y'all think that y'all going to see the same Errol Spence that y'all seen in the Ugas fight, which he wasn't in dog shape in the Ugas fight, right? But he was still coming off a long-ass layoff and an injury. This man started training 2 days after the Ugas fight. He was already training again. Y'all think y'all gonna see the same Errol Spence that y'all been seeing? Y'all got another thing coming. And that's why a lot of people in Terence Crawford's camp, like Bernie, and a lot of, Terence Crawford diehard fans, that's why they complaining. Now that the fight is here, you hear them, all you hear is, oh man, this fight should have happened years ago. It should have happened years ago. Let's keep it 100. Y'all wanted the fight to happen when Errol Spence was off his pivot. Y'all wanted the fight to happen when y'all know Errol Spence was running around fucking off in the streets. That's when y'all wanted the fight to happen. But now that nigga with the shag is back, I don't hear nothing. All I hear is, man, the fight should have happened. It should have happened years ago. It should have happened. What y'all talking about years ago when it's here in front of your face? Y'all know what it is. But like I said, if you got Terence Crawford winning, I don't have a problem with that. Got Errol Spence winning. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with that. But y'all got to stop with the dumb shit. Oh, man, this fight, it could have happened. It could have happened. It could have happened. Because if I done done it plenty of times. I done broke down the timeline. And can't nobody, when I break down the timeline, ain't nan nigga ever came and was telling me, well, it could have happened right here because it's bullshit. Yeah, it might have could have happened if Terence Crawford didn't re-sign with Top Rank. And I'm going to rest my case with that. But like I said, hit the like button. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Another great show. Zenith, I see you in the building. Jay De Niro, I see everybody in the building. Hit the like button if y'all ain't hit the like button. And let me get y'all last words before we get up out of here. And so y'all can just go whatever order y'all want to go in.
Another great show. Oh, go ahead, Coach.
Always a pleasure. But Kwame, dog, what's going on with Loyal to the Game, bro? I was trying to.
I'm about to be back up. I've been busy, man. I've been busy. I'll be back up though.
All right.
Another great show, Keon. More heat, and I got a feeling when you drop this next video, I'm gonna love it, and I'm looking forward to it.
A lot of cats gonna be mad at this one. They gonna be mad at this one.
Like I said, bro, I just want to see the fight. I can care less about all that fucking foolishness, bro. I really can. I'm tired of arguing with motherfuckers. I'm tired of all of this back and forth. These motherfuckers got agendas, and bro, it's okay to like who you like. Stupid shit. I don't give a fuck, man. I just want to fight, bro. That's all. This shit been going on long enough. I want to see who the baddest motherfucker is between them two guys. That's it. So I'm gonna holler at y'all brothers tomorrow, bro. I've been working. I'm tired. So
yes, sir.
All right,
appreciate you, Coach.
Okay, my wife says she needs you to call her. Call me.
Okay, let me finish dropping this video and then I'll call you.
All
right. But yeah. Salute to everybody in the chat. I appreciate everybody coming through. You know what I'm saying? Showing love. Eric, I don't know, some clown ass dude, Erica, you in here? What? Ain't nobody told you to come over here, bro. Ain't nobody told you to come over here and get to crying with your bitch ass. Nobody told you to come in here. Ain't nobody sent you no invite. Nobody told you to come over here. Take your ass back to where the fuck you came from. But I'm going to make you go back to where the fuck you came from. But anyway, like I said, to all my brothers in the chat, salute to everybody. And we will be back tomorrow. Y'all already know what it is. There you go, talking that boxing again. And we gone, y'all.